Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here. Roxanne, question, is this really your number one A-list piece of material today? This was your top item that you sent me last night. Who's
I did bad show prep last night. I admit it.
Do you know what I'm about to single out?
No, I don't. I'm scared, actually.
Hey, I can't even see you, man. The camera, I mean...
God. A lot of electronics in here. More than usual?
No, it's the same. It just seems
position.
that our studio is getting worse, just line of sight. I couldn't even see Roxanne. All right, so do you know what you sent me last night that has caught my attention?
I do not know.
Not
off the top of my head.
Send me a story from health.com.
Oh, yes. That's an old story, but I thought it would be, I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to talk about.
Do men really prefer big butts? Science has the answer.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were talking about Kim Kardashian's butt yesterday. And, does a butt
like
that...
big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Yeah, when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and around...
Do men really prefer big butts? Science has the answer. Yeah, it's not like a fresh, brand new story, but is there a reason why you sent this? You think this ought to be a big butt front and center story today, or what?
I thought it would be a good call segment. People could weigh in if they're boobs or butt people.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I like that. I'll tell you where I stand. Butt guy.
I will take this under consideration for later on during the broadcast. Just thought I'd give you a little bit of
all right.
Little bit of poking early on. All right, so tomorrow is Gasparilla, and it is supposed to be just cold as crap. I mean, in the upper 40s, the actual temperature, and then the feels like could be, what, low 40s?
Yeah, it's going to be a cold day, and the temperature has actually risen over the week because, like, the high was going to be like 42 on Monday, and now I think it's like 48 as a high.
I'm not talking about Monday. I'm talking about Saturday.
No, on Monday.
You phrased it weird. Okay, so on Monday, the projected high for Saturday
was 42.
Right.
And I was getting really nervous. Now it's 47. I think I'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, okay. Big difference there.
You're going?
Yeah, I'm going.
Well, he has the layers to protect them.
I'm not going to Gasparilla.
It's
you know what? We did so many of those day parades over the years. My kids are all away. I'll do that on a float. Now, I'm excited about doing the night parade. Now, the night parade, I'm doing because I'm the grand marshal.
Then why are you poo-pooing the day parade?
Because what's he gonna do? Stand on the side and ask for beads and be like me?
Because first
was the king of that parade for years.
It's going to be 40-something degrees with a feels like of like 42.
Yeah, but the booze will warm you up.
Now, hold on a minute.
We got to talk about that. That's not entirely true.
Let me just make an observation. Fester, we did the Gasparilla Parade. My first one I did was in 1994.
Wow.
The first Gasparilla Parade I did was 94, and we did every Gasparilla Parade through 2012 with the original MJ Morning Show. So MJ and BJ, then MJ. So 94 to 2012. The only year we took off was when the space shuttle exploded just hours before the parade, and there was no way that I thought it was appropriate for us to show up and throw beads out after the space shuttle just blew up on a national tragedy day.
The rest of the station did show up, though.
That was 2004, right?
Yeah.
Was that 2004?
Or 3. Why do I want to say 3?
Yeah, maybe 4 or 3 or 5.
It was 2003 or 2004. That's the only Gasparilla I missed. Now, here's the question. It has never been that cold. In all of those years, what was the year that the space shuttle...
February 1st, 2003?
2003, yep.
There's been a couple years where it's been kind of rainy and stuff.
So it was Space Shuttle Columbia that exploded, and it was Feb 1, 2003.
So there's been cool and really chilly Gasparillas.
Don't distract me. All right. I'm telling you right now, there's been no Gasparilla that has been in the 40s. The times that we've done that, 94 to 2012, There is no Gasparilla parade that has been 40-something degrees and it feels like of the low 40s.
I'll challenge
Yeah.
that.
Don't
Go online and look up all the parade dates, and I want all the weather temperatures.
Dude, I'm
Coop,
telling you,
get on it.
I'm telling you right now, it has never, ever occurred. This would be the coldest Gasparilla. I don't know about on record, but I know it's by far the coldest Gasparilla since we started doing it in 94 and we ended in 2012 when the original MJ Morning Show signed off.
I'm sure it's still going to be a great time for everybody.
I'm just telling you right now, it is going to. They're talking about in parts of the state iguanas again freezing and falling out of trees, which
Oh, no.
that ought to be great because iguanas are an invasive species. Just send tons of people out to pick those suckers up, turn them into iguana tacos at the Florida State Fair.
Oh, come on. Don't kill the iguanas.
All right, hold on. If you're going to make him into a taco, I'm suddenly very interested. I'll eat an iguana.
I'll wear an iguana boot.
Yeah, right?
Rox wants an iguana purse.
Hey, I want an iguana skin wallet.
That's what you want?
If you take 10 iguanas and string them together, you might have enough to make me a belt.
All right, just getting rolling. Busy Friday here on the MJ Morning Show. We got a guest in studio. Shorty Shane's coming in.
Oh, he's actually coming in here?
He's coming in there. In here.
In here, okay.
In there or here or
To the studio.
anywhere.
He's coming into the studio.
I want to see his car.
Yeah, Shorty Shane's coming in. Yep, right here. And I'm a little concerned about Dave the Dwarf and how he's going to take it. That's a whole different thing. All right, early morons of the way and the news on the way. It's going to be a busy Friday. You don't want to miss one moment of the show. MJ Morning Show on Q105. Traffic's on, and we're back in just a All right, it's the MJ Morning Show. It's Q105, and I just heard something. I just heard Froggy say something just as we're coming on the air. And what did you say about a boat? And I'm not talking green eggs and ham. Do you like it on a boat? Do you like it with a goat? What did you say out loud on the microphones to our audience right here on the MJ Morning Show? What you just said about a boat, Froggy?
I said that, MJ, did you know Fester's going to be on a boat tomorrow? Yes. Which will make the day and the cold. I don't know if you've ever been on a boat in the cold. It's miserable. Miserable.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to hide or nothing.
All right, so here's the deal.
Dude, what are you doing?
I've just been informed that Fester is supposed to be on a boat during Gasparilla. Are you not aware of what officials are saying about being on a boat for Gasparilla this year?
Do you think pirates listened to what officials had to say?
I don't care. I have scurvy.
Do you think Blackbeard was like, well, shiver me timbers?
Listen to this. I saw this from multiple local sources yesterday. The Tampa Bay Times had a story on this. A bunch of the TV stations had a story on this, that officials are saying, do not go on a boat for Gasparilla this year, because not only is it going to be cold, the winds, there are going to be sustained winds of like 25 miles an hour tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Fester, dude.
Dude, you're going to be...
Dude, you don't want to be on... First of all...
Why this year?
You're going to get sick.
All right, so first of all, you make the boat reservation like when weather's really nice, and you really can't predict what the weather's going to be.
What do you mean make the boat? You're renting a boat?
No. I'm part of a group that's going to be on a boat.
There's a rip current warning for tomorrow.
I'm not going to fall into the water.
Hold on. Fester, what kind of reservation did you make to go on a boat? Usually...
Is it a party boat?
At Gasparilla, there are just tons of private personal watercraft that hang out for the invasion of the pirates, which is like, 11 a.m. typically, and then...
I told you earlier, I'm a first-year... I became a member of the Rough Riders this year.
You didn't tell me that.
I didn't know that.
No, you didn't.
I told all you guys.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, your wife said she was going to give me her leftover beads.
You never told me. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I told you
You're now a member of the Rough Riders?
My dad was a Rough Rider for like 30 years.
Yeah,
That's a good crew.
Tell him we need his dues.
Who sponsored you to become a Rough Rider?
How'd you get
My
recruited?
neighbor, Terry.
Your neighbor, Terry?
Yeah, Terry, the postman.
Terry?
He's like, hey. You want to be a Rough Rider? And I was like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
You?
So,
you're so lazy.
I had to go down to the clubhouse yesterday.
Wasn't our good friend John Winter from Channel 8?
Yeah.
No, we used to see him at the parades all the time.
John Winter, what a good...
I got my...
I get choked up on John Winter.
Right,
anyway, John Winter, rest in peace.
There's 1,200 other guys, you know.
All right.
But, so I'm a member of the Rough Riders, and the Rough Riders have a boat that they use for the invasion. And they're like, hey, if you want to be on the... And they said what a great time it is, and they fire blinks. All like rusty.
I know.
My dad has a sword if you want it.
So wait a minute.
Yes and yes.
You're on a boat with the Rough Riders, or you're on a boat with your kids for Gasparilla?
Kids are staying home. My wife, I was like, hey, honey, you should go to the parade. And
You just told me your kids were going to the parade.
No, I didn't say that.
No, he never said his kids were going.
Are you sure at the beginning of the show today you didn't say you were going to the parade with your kids?
I'm sure I didn't say
well,
that.
then I assumed that I
Yeah,
had no
me
idea.
too. I
Listen,
thought-
Well,
I
here's
had
the whole
no
story.
I had no idea that you were now a Rough Rider, and I had no idea that that's why you were going to be
I told you, Roxanne.
No, you didn't tell anybody.
And
Roxanne,
Roxanne even said, oh, that's a good
You're
deal.
going to come in your outfit.
Hold on, Roxanne. Did first of all, when did you get a extra large 5X Rough Rider outfit?
Dude, there are some really obese guys in that. I'm right at home.
He fits right
I
in.
fit right in.
So, Roxanne, did Fester ever tell you that he's now a Rough Rider?
He may have. I have this ability to be able to listen to someone and have a conversation with them and not retain anything we're talking about or listen to anything that's being said.
That's exactly what I want to hear when you're a member of the MJ Morning Show. That's exactly.
How's that contract negotiation going, by the way?
So, Fester, you never told me you're a Rough Rider. Froggy says you never told him.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Coop, did you ever hear Fester say that he's now a Rough Rider?
This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
I don't share anything with Coop. I mean,
You did tell maybe my wife did mention
Kim and I
it
had
to
a
me.
whole conversation about it, and she's like, "Oh, that's." And she mentioned how your sister used to be in a crew,
Anyway,
your mom and dad were.
Fester, listen to this.
Yes.
This year's weather forecast is miserable for Gasparilla. Cold, windy. It's going to feel like it's in the low 40s. Master Sergeant Ryan Balsiero with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Marine Unit says you're talking 3-foot seas in the bay.
Dude, you're going to get sick, or you're going to get sick.
3-foot sea, he says. This guy with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department Marine Unit says that they're watching the forecast, but sustained winds of 23 miles an hour, seas of 3 to 5 feet outside the channel. Small craft advisory goes into effect tonight through Saturday morning. He said there are going to be days that are no-go days. And when the Coast Guard puts out small craft advisories, you know you need to heed that warning.
Oh, my God.
That they are saying, listen to this, it would be foolish, quote, Master Sergeant Ryan Balsiero,
Okay.
with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, he says, quote, it would be foolish to be on a boat for Gasparilla this year.
Okay, I'm not going to be on like these little 14-foot dinghies you see
In my driveway.
littering the bay on Gasparilla Day. I'm going to be in a relatively substantial boat.
Doesn't matter. It's still going to be miserable.
There's going to be like 150 guys on the boat. It's going to be a big boat.
Dude, all right, let me get into what I actually wanted to talk about here.
You're going to get drunk?
Oh, I'm going to get lit.
I've heard about this for a long time. I'm a scuba diver. And one of the most fascinating creatures for me to see when I scuba dive, and I've seen them on multiple occasions. I've seen plenty of this over the years. And I'm talking about octopi.
Oh, have you seen that octopi or octopus movie, My Octopus Teacher? You should watch that.
I'm aware of it.
Okay.
I'm aware of that particular film or documentary, whatever you want to
It's
call
supposed to be
it.
amazing.
I heard the octopi dies in that movie.
It is supposed to be great, and yes, it is on my list. But I saw a new story which sort of comports with what I've heard people say for years, and that octopuses are actually aliens from outer space that came to the Earth here. And there's a new scientific paper out. I mean, a real scientific paper that kind of purports this. Listen to this. Octopuses are from space. I know that sounds like the opening line of a cheesy science fiction movie from some black and white days of Hollywood, but it's actually the main part of the argument behind a research paper published in an actual peer-reviewed journal. The paper was published in the journal Progress in Biophysics and Molecular Biology, titled Cause of the Cambrian Explosion, Terrestrial or Cosmic. The paper digs deep into the origin of life on Earth. As a result, it posts that life began thanks to a rain of retroviruses which literally fell from space. Those retroviruses then added new DNA sequences to terrestrial genomes, which the paper says further drove mutagenic change. Look at Rox is glossing over here.
So you're telling me the calamari on my plate?
That's squid.
No, but still,
Okay.
Yeah,
I eat octopus. Alien octopus is delicious.
I do like octopus. And, octopus, they're supposed to be very intelligent. They're supposed to be, like, as smart as, like, intelligent breeds of dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where things start to get really interesting, though, is when the paper starts to discuss the arrival of cephalopods. The paper itself claims that certain cephalopods, like octopuses, squid, and others, arrived on the planet by falling from space, frozen in a kind of stasis.
What?
Yeah.
This is like ancient aliens.
Dude, exactly. There's a whole scientific peer-reviewed paper that octopuses are from... Hang on a minute.
Octopuses falling from the sky.
Hang on a
You know
minute.
how the
Wait.
ancient alien guys talk?
From outer space!
Is it plural of an octopus, an octopussy?
Or
Or
it can be.
octopi?
Or Octopussy is also the name of a James
Movie,
Bond
yeah.
movie. Yeah.
Or is it octopi?
Saying octopi is incorrect.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but people still use it. So octopi, octopuses.
There's no way those things are aliens. That is insane. What's a jellyfish? An alien?
An alien.
Oh my God.
No, I don't know about that because a jellyfish is not a cephalopod.
Each arms of the octopus have a mind of its own.
You know what else is an alien? A blowfish.
Oh, really?
Seriously.
Yeah.
I want fugu.
All right, so how much octopus have you eaten, MJ? I don't know. I don't know that I think the only octopus I've ever had is like the little small octopus that's fried.
I've eaten plenty of octopus
That's
over the years.
calamari.
No, it's not. Calamari is squid.
Yeah, they make fried octopus too, but it's like a little one. You see all the legs, and you pop it like a
There's always one of our couple of those in the calamari I order.
And then you've got a large squid, which they were selling as octopus for years, and there was a whole big lawsuit about that. You know, the canned octopus is now giant squid, if you notice, not octopus anymore. Anyway, I've scuba dived with octopuses. I've eaten octopuses, and apparently they're take me to your leader. They're from outer space, according to this paper. All right, just getting rolling. Early morons in the news. Spanish grilled octopus and olive oil. Ooh, that's pretty good
Yum.
stuff right there.
Delicious.
All right, early morons in the news next, folks, on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And it is time for me to tell you about my friends at Fields Motor Cars Mercedes-Benz. 105 at 6:38 here on a Friday, and man, I'm just juggling like a circus act here, just trying to figure out what to cram everything in today, because I just have a lot of good stuff that we didn't get to this week that I want to get on the show today, and then it's already loaded from all the prep from last night, so we're kind of jammed up. Let's do some early morons in the news. Oh, and later on, there is a photo, there is a picture of a celebrity that we have to talk about that is unfreaking believable. I'm like, what? No, not even possible. Now, Rox, you know what I'm talking about. Because
yeah, it was the first thing I said when I walked in the studio today.
we discussed this before the show came on, so I already had this as a really A-list chunk of content for today's show, and then Rox walks in while I'm setting all the crap up in here before 6 o'clock, and that's the first thing out of Roxanne's mouth. Did you see that picture? And I knew exactly. She didn't even say what it was. I said, yeah, that's on the list for today. That's a big item. This is crazy. And I'm like, no, it can't be.
Can't even.
I can't even fathom.
You can't even recognize.
All
No.
right, so this will be coming up next hour here on the MJ Morning Show after 7:30. We got Shorty Shane. Shorty Shane, the little person that I ran into at the Peepo's Cuban Cafe up the street here, who reminded me of Dave the Dwarf. He's coming in today. And I gotta figure out how to navigate the Dave, because Dave's gonna take it personally, and he's gonna.
You shouldn't.
Well, we'll get into all that coming up, folks. I'm telling you right now, do not miss any of today's show. Of course, the entire broadcast, we're streaming. We're on video, the whole show. We now stream the whole show. You can watch us in the studio, the entire program, mjmorningshow.com, mjmorningshow.com for MJTV.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's what we need to get some more subscribers.
Well, that's where you watch us, because
Yes.
it's YouTube, and that's where our stream is for the live program. And then you can go back and watch the show as well. So if you miss anything, you can go back. Hey, and Coop, how's that working? Before I get to early morons. So, like today's show, is there a link to go back and watch? Like tonight, somebody wants to watch today's show. Is there a link on mjmorningshow.com to go back and watch tonight's show?
Yeah, you click the MJTV tab at the top. It'll bring you to the entire show, and then you scroll, you'll see little tidbits, and then you'll see yesterday's show and those tidbits, and then it's kind of sequential. It's pretty easy to navigate.
Okay, excellent. So mjmorningshow.com, folks, is your best friend. mjmorningshow.com. All right,
MJ, you're forgetting a huge thing happening today.
what kind of huge thing?
Was I still alive?
Man, you were slobbering on that
you
one.
sounded really mush-mouthy.
You sounded like that character you do with the.
Sorry about that, guys. So, later
You're
today.
sloshy.
Yeah,
No,
go ahead.
Oh my gosh, almost choked. Later today, the Big Truth Booth special guest.
That's right. So listen, 7:30, it's Shorty Shane in studio, and then 7:45, it's the Truth Booth with a surprise special guest.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
All righty, so it's a busy morning. All right, Morons in the News, early edition. Let's go. No particular order, just a lot of good stuff. And I got some backed up stuff that I didn't get to from earlier in the week. Listen to this. Police responding Saturday afternoon to a 911 call about a suspicious person in Vero Beach, right across the other side of the state, almost, just drive straight across. Vero Beach. So they get a 911 call. Cops respond. Suspicious person is phoned in. And the suspicious person is one Eric Bennett, who's 30 years old, right? Officer described Bennett as visibly intoxicated and on an unknown substance.
Okay.
So the cops identify that we got an issue here. This guy's on some kind of an unknown substance. So asked about a large bulge in his pockets of his shorts and whether he possessed any weapons, he said, "I have hypodermic needles for fishing."
What? I'm trying
Okay,
to
so
think.
the fisher
hold on.
man
No,
in this room,
no,
do
Frog-
you use those?
Froggy, exactly. Froggy, you're a
trying
big,
to think.
You're a big fisherman. Rox and I are on the same, questioning line of grounds here. Now, how often do you use hypodermic needles for your fishing escapades?
They're in your bait kit.
The only thing I could think of is there's sort of a thing that looks like a needle. If you catch a fish that's way low and you're bringing it up and their
I'm
bladder
talking about
inflates.
needles where you jam in your arm and get an injection.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. Not those. that I can't imagine. I can't imagine what you would use them for.
Right, so this dude is stopped by the cops over in Vero, and he's got bulges in his pockets in his shorts. He says, I have hypodermic needles in there for fishing.
Okay.
He then removes a plastic bag with syringes inside, places everything on the hood of the squad car. Bennett also handed over a cigarette pack containing a baggie with fentanyl.
That's not for me. It's for the fish.
That's for when I go hunting.
I like the fentanyl in my fish. It kind of just knocks them out.
Chop their heads off and fillet them.
I got the syringe, and I put the fentanyl in the syringe, and then I get the fishies to come on, near me, and then I hit them with the syringe, and I hit them with some fentanyl, and it just knocks them right up, makes them very easy to catch. Scoop them right up.
Fentanyl fishing. You just dump the fentanyl in the water, and they all
The
die.
fish come to it, then they start popping up. Old school syringe fishermen would just put their hand in the water very still with the needle and wait till a fish gets really close and just jab them.
Now,
Very humane.
Is that the dumbest excuse that I have syringes in my pocket? I use them for fishing. Anyway, this dude from Vero Beach was arrested on felony narcotics possession, charged and booked into the county jail. He was being held on $7,500 bond. This guy has private convictions for grand theft, DUI, driving without a license, possession of drug paraphernalia, probation violations. Oh, my. And, by the way, when he was arrested, Bennett was not carrying any fishing equipment.
You don't need any fishing equipment if you have syringes.
Not even a bobber.
So was he suggesting that these syringes, these are little tiny spears?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Little spear
Oh,
fisherman.
my God. All right, moving along with morons in the news, early edition. An alleged serial burglar in Kentucky is a serial burglar of what?
Cereal.
That would be a good guess. No, he's not breaking into people's houses stealing cereal.
They took the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and the Captain Crunch.
No.
All right, Roxanne. Now,
Yes, cereal.
No, just wait.
Okay.
All right. So this guy's a serial burglar of this. And you, I would assume, are wearing this right now, but I don't know for sure. You might be wearing this, or maybe you're not wearing this. Any idea?
Underwear?
Oh, my
You
goodness.
say underwear? Yes. That'd be. This guy apparently has a thing for.
No, I'm not wearing any underwear. Of course I'm wearing underwear.
No, hey,
of course
listen,
I am.
not-
We're not speculating if you are or aren't. You really didn't need to divulge that personal fact.
Well,
Well,
It's Underwearless Friday.
I said that you might be,
He
or
said-
you
right.
might not be. Now, I don't even know what you're wearing today. I can't even see you because our
I'm wearing a peplum
our
shirt.
studio is just
Remember,
all
I
cluttered
told
up.
you guys the word.
All right, so you're wearing a black. Is that a black top?
Yeah, it's a black top.
I know. What are you wearing? Pants today, or
Yeah,
jeans, or what are you wearing?
Hot pink pants.
You're wearing hot
pants.
All right, so listen, it's kind of a thing. There are women that put on jeans and they don't put on underwear or panties, right?
Some women don't
I'm
wear
sure.
panties ever.
I
I'm
mean, if
sure.
you want to talk to somebody not wearing underwear right now, you're talking to the wrong person in the studio.
Ugh.
Now, Froggy,
Ugh.
when you were a nighttime DJ, you invented no panties for Thursday, right?
That's right. But I was rocking the microphone as
Right.
a nighttime shock jock.
Yeah, Froggy invented no panties Thursday, I think it was.
It was
right?
actually Friday.
No panties Friday.
That's
was it?
right.
Whatever.
Thursdays was a nipple ring Thursday.
All right, so here's the deal. Kentucky police have arrested this pervert. A pervert's been allegedly arrested, or he was arrested, and he's allegedly behind this whole burglary spree, breaking into multiple homes and stealing nothing but women's panties and bras.
It's very specific.
It is.
Wow.
He's the undergarment bandit.
There's a lot of guys. I feel like I've heard a lot of stories of guys stealing panties. What do they do? Sniff them?
John Hawkins. Froggy, stop.
All right.
No, they wash their car with them. What do you think they do with them, Froggy?
Here's the deal. John Hawkins III, 36, guy's facing 7 second-degree burglary charges for break-ins in the Shady Acres Mobile Home Park in Frankport, Kentucky. Not Frankfurt, but Frankport. According to the Franklin County Sheriff's Office, Police recently received a break in the case after a lengthy investigation arrested this guy Hawkins at his home in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. During the arrest and search warrant execution at Hawkins' home, listen to this. Detectives recovered approximately 100 pairs of women's underwear and panties and bras believed to have been stolen from residences in Franklin County, Kentucky.
Jeez.
Do they give that evidence back to the people?
Here you go. Here's your panties.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
that's a good question.
Anyone
cops
that had panties missing, go down to the sheriff's office. They're going to put all the panties and bras out on the table, and you get to claim your panties and bras.
Yeah, put them in one of those bins that they have at like Ross or something, and just go and dig through.
You got to pin them up on the cork board so people can walk by and identify theirs.
There
Well,
you go.
the deal is that the sheriff is now also asking for other potential victims. So I would imagine that when something like this, if by any chance you might have had your home broken into and you've noticed that you got a whole bunch of your panties that are missing, there might be more victims out there where the guy broke in, stole underwear, didn't leave any other trail. I mean, didn't rip the TV out of the wall with wires dangling, didn't rifle through drawers and steal jewelry. This guy only took panties, underwear, bras from women. That's it. So there might be other victims out there that are like, you know what? I'm missing 10 pairs of panties. Where did those go? Well, maybe this pervy underwear bandit, John Hawkins III, was rifling through your unmentionables.
There had to be a reasonable amount of scouting out your victims on this because in Kentucky, I mean, it can go either way.
What could go either way?
I mean,
Your heist.
yeah, the heist. I mean, honestly, you got to know who you're breaking into. You got to know that there's going to probably something in that house you'd want to add to your collection. You wouldn't want to break into my grandmother's place, you know?
Oh, get those silk big granny panties.
Yes, I mean, seriously.
Give me those.
I wonder if he had a whole collection of everything from really sexy thongy kind of stuff with laces and frills and all that stuff and little bows up front. Or maybe did he actually have some big old granny-looking boxers, you know?
I hope so. Those are what I like. I make Kim wear granny panties.
Yeah, those are the best.
All right, guys, I've got to extend Morons today because there's just too much good stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to do a second chunk in just a minute. So hold on to that thought here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 on this busy, jammed up Friday. Let's talk. 7:01 here on a Friday. Again, busy 7 o'clock hour coming up here. Shorty Shane. Now, Froggy, we got a little issue. We got a little dilemma because Shorty Shane's coming in at 7:30. I'm concerned about Dave the Dwarf and how Dave the Dwarf's going to take it.
Are you going to call Dave?
I wasn't well. I
With
think,
Shorty in here?
I think after the fact, I'll call Dave and say, listen, don't read anything into it. You know, Shorty Shane's not here to replace you as a little person on the MJ Morning Show.
Dave will always be our number one little person.
All right, well, hang on.
Dwarf.
Shorty Shane will make his first appearance on the MJ Morning Show. I ran into him just coincidentally. I ran into this guy.
Did he recognize you or something? Or did you recognize? Did you just say, hey, there's a midget? A little person. Sorry, Shane.
Dude,
Sorry,
come on.
Shane.
Stop it. I don't know. I've got to ask him how he wants to be referred to, and if he's offended by the M-word.
Sorry.
He might have just heard that. He's not going to come in tonight.
No, Shane, turn around.
All right, so Shane is coming in at 7:30 this morning. 7:45, the Truth Booth, special guest. Of course, the Truth Booth is where you must answer truthfully any questions that are posed to you. The Truth Booth's coming up in just a bit. All right, continuing with just some a pile of incredible morons today. Hey, can I just make a request? Can I just ask you guys to please just be in the studio when we open up?
Where were you guys?
I got Fester and Roxanne just casually strolling in 2 minutes after we've started this segment.
Little meeting of the minds,
But
maybe?
I've noticed it's happened multiple times this week.
What are you guys doing?
I-
Having a
Why are you just looking at me?
powwow?
I said both you and Fester. If I could just ask you guys, please, just to be here when we open the segments. Is that too much to ask
Listen
for?
to how nicely he's asking. Think about how he would ask about 15 years ago.
I mean, well, listen, if you're asking if it's too much to ask,
Yes?
yeah, answer might be yeah.
All right, there is an item. There's an item that we had earlier in the week, and it's been just kind of sitting in my pile here. We just didn't get to it, but it's tremendous. It's fantastic. All right, I'll get to that first. Then the guy was robbed, and this was taken. This is a bizarre story as well, but I love this. How many times have we talked about the granny scams here on the MJ Morning Show?
We just talked about granny panty scams.
Okay.
Well, not granny panty scams, but just granny scams in general. The granny scam is simple. Fester, explain the granny scam.
It has a lot of different forms, but the biggest one, the most prevalent one is the phone rings in early morning or the middle of the night, and it's like, Grandma, it's your grandson.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. I was just arrested for something. I need help. I need some money right now.
Yeah, give me, here, take my Social Security
Hold
number.
on, you sound like Grandpa, not Grandma.
Yes, hello. Hello, please take my Social Security number, Dominic.
Okay, no
Well,
problem. Thank you, Grandma. I need your bank routing.
phone?
No, it's not quite the Social Security number, Froggy.
It's Dominic. He's asking for help.
Anyway, the granny scam is a simple scam, and there are senior citizens that fall for this every single day.
Their hearing's not good, so they think it really is their grandson.
What? Well, the
Grandson, granddaughter calls, hey, I'm in trouble. I've been busted on DUI, or I'm on spring break in Mexico. I need money. And the granny scam is where someone calls up, fakes being a grandson, granddaughter, whatever, need money. Please wire it to us, Western Union it to us, or we're going to go pick it up. And that's been more common lately, where the elderly person will meet somebody in a parking lot. Oh, my friend Mike is going to come pick up the money. We need it for bail to get me out of jail. Meet him in the Save-A-Lot parking lot. Meet him in the big lots.
Okay.
Are there still Save-A-Lots around?
dude, I was just in a Save-A-Lot.
Were you really?
Yeah, and that new commercial they have you seen it?
I have not.
It's like a dance. Save a lot. Save a lot.
I have not
Oh,
seen it.
it's my kid's favorite commercial.
So that's a big racket. So guess what? This granny up on Long Island, and again, I had this earlier in the week. I just didn't get around to it, but it's a great story, so I don't want to finish the week without doing it. And the video is spectacular. Coop, do you have the video ready to go on our website?
Yes.
All right, so
It didn't sound very
yeah,
confident.
that was very tentative sounding.
Well, I was trying to find the raw video, but all I can find is news reports, so I'm still working on that. But I do have the video.
All right. So this guy calls up a grandma, a 73-year-old grandma, and tries to bilk her out of $8,000, claiming that he's the grandson, needs bail money, and This is great. Granny at 73. This is on Long Island. It's Seaford, New York, out on the island. And the granny knew that this was a big old racket. That wasn't her grandson calling for bail money. And the deal on this one was that somebody was going to come to her front porch and pick up the money. Come to the house. Now, that's more brazen rather than meeting in a neutral place. Coming to the
Scary.
house. Granny knew that this was amiss. Granny knew that something was rotten here.
I'm not falling for this.
So she calls the police. Granny called the police.
I'm calling the police. Is that good?
All
Granny?
right, so
Go on. Call the police.
I'm calling the police. I don't feel good about this.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes, hello.
No, now you're grandpa again.
Sorry,
You're weaving in and out of grandma and grandpa.
Give me the phone, Donald. Thank you.
Hold on. Why does
give me the phone.
why does
Donald,
why-
I'm fighting with my husband.
why does
You're a bitch and I'm tired
all right, stop it.
Donald, please.
dude, that is how people who've been married for 50 years talk.
Go make me a peanut butter and egg sandwich. Oh, Donald, why?
I stop it.
All right, this isn't a funny bit at all. This is actually awful.
They're hurting each other now.
I mean, we
Now
had
It's
there's-
abusive.
Now there's elderly domestic abuse going on.
Come here, Eleanor.
All right, stop. Turn his microphone off.
Ow.
Okay, we had a legitimate opportunity for comedy, and Froggy turned it into geriatric abuse. Nothing's funny about
Elder
that.
abuse.
Yeah, it's awful.
What is this
Sorry.
going to be at a Governor Cuomo nursing home next?
That's right. I'm in charge.
All right.
You're always so mean.
All right. So here's the deal. The grandma knew that this was a racket. She knew she was getting scammed, called the cops. The cops go to her house. The cops on Long Island, Seaford, New York, they're waiting inside her living room, right inside the front door.
Yeah.
She arranges for the guy to come to her house to pick up $8,000 in cash in an envelope. They get one of those, manila-looking envelopes with those little metal tabs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a little clasp.
The clasp, that's the word, a clasp. So
Yep.
they stuffed paper and paper towel inside to make it feel like it was filled with paper.
Oh, my gosh.
The guy comes to the front porch, and when the guy is walking away down the stoop out to the lawn, the cops burst out of Granny's front door and tackle the guy and make him eat sod. They make him eat grass.
That's great.
On the front yard, and it's tremendous.
Granny outsmarted him.
Yeah, I don't support granny scams at all. However, 73 seems on the younger side of the spectrum.
Yeah, that's not old.
73 is not really that old anymore, and I would say that most of these victims are upper 70s to mid 80s, somewhere in, or maybe even upper 80s, where this scam's attempted. By the way, wrapping it up, Joshua Gomez is the nasty scoundrel, 28 years old, and pretended to be Granny's grandson, and she didn't fall for it. And this guy was taken into the grass, just nailed by these cops that just took him down.
Give him a ringer bag with a bunch of fakes. What was it? Paper towel in it?
Yeah, it was just like,
Here you go.
It was paper and paper towel jammed
Wow.
into the envelope.
I think this is too much money.
All right, if you want to see the guy being taken down by the cops, the video's up at mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. All right, when you think of a robbery, if you're an individual and somebody takes something from you, what would you think? What's like the number one item that would be taken from you?
A purse.
Good answer. Another one, wallet. We'll stop there. We don't, wallet,
We
purse,
get the idea.
something of value.
Your
maybe,
dignity.
maybe jewelry.
Yeah.
Fester has dignity. Yeah, I
No,
guess
it was stolen from me.
stolen dignity.
It was stolen.
This is a Florida. This is a Florida idiot story. Florida moron. Lehigh Acres, which is down in the Fort Myers area. Hey, what's that area when you're flying south? And when I fly like Cayman Air down to Cayman.
Cayman Islands.
Yeah, when I fly down on our way to Little Cayman, and when you leave Tampa and you're flying down and you look out the window, there's that huge community down there somewhere near Fort Myers. It's south of probably Venice, and it's like you look down and there's this huge like circle. It looks like some kind of alien, humongous, like 2-mile wide crop circle. What is it? Where is that? You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen that?
Is it inland?
it is a little inland, but it's it's not right on the coast, but it is it's down there somewhere. Anyway, I just thought of that. I don't know. If
I've never seen that.
I don't know if it's Lehigh Acres. Yeah, I've seen it a bunch when I fly down there. So listen to this: Fort Myers man has been arrested. He attacked a guy down in Lehigh Acres. Didn't steal his wallet. Didn't steal his dignity. Just took his shoe. just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Which one?
It happened. It's a very important question,
I mean,
Fester.
seriously.
This happened in a Walmart parking lot in Lehigh Acres. The suspect punched a 70-year-old man in the Walmart parking lot who was in his car. The 70-year-old was sitting in the car waiting for someone to come out and do an oil change. Now, I never heard of sitting in a Walmart parking lot waiting for some. Are there mobile tech units that will change your oil in a Walmart? Okay, I'll change your oil. Just go to the Walmart parking lot.
Some Walmarts have a service center on the side where they do tires. And
I don't know. Anyway, this guy approaches him, punches the 70-year-old guy in the chest, and then repeatedly closed the car door on the man's foot.
Oh, this is violent.
So the guy's shoe came off, and then the bad dude just grabbed the guy's shoe and ran with it. That's it.
So was he trying to get that shoe? Like he was slamming the door on his foot to try to get the shoe off so he could take it? Like that was his intention?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna go have an altercation with somebody in a Walmart parking lot. I'm gonna find an elderly guy and I'm gonna steal one shoe and run. I don't know what this means.
Obviously, it was the left shoe, right? I mean,
you would think if he was sitting in the car and
the left foot closest to the door.
Exactly. And then the bad guy was trying to close the door repeatedly on the guy's foot. Investigators say the victim was left with chest pains, bruises, no major injuries. And this is why I'm doing the story. Well, there are several reasons why. The shoe is worth an estimated $500.
What?
This guy had the 70-something-year-old had on $500 shoes.
What, do you have some Yeezys on?
Hang on a minute.
Wow.
The shoe was worth an estimated $500. Did he have those Manolo Blahniks on?
Yeah.
They were handmade by a cobbler.
I mean,
no, here's the answer. Think about this. Why would the guy's shoe be worth $500?
I mean, was it a
prosthetic?
Was it a Bruno Magli, the O.J. Simpson
you know what?
shoe?
You know what? Listen. That's a good assumption there. But think about it. A guy's shoe. If it's a Bruno Magli or Bruno Mali or what's another Bottega Veneta, right?
Right.
They make men's shoes. There are some really Prada. I think doesn't Prada? Yeah.
Yeah.
Prada makes guy shoes. Mm-hmm. I mean, those can get very, very pricey. Or maybe the guy was a cross-dresser, a 70-year-old cross-dresser with Manolo Blahniks with some nice pumps on.
What are the pumps with the red soles?
Those are Louboutins.
Louboutins, yeah.
Yes. Look at that. I got it out before Roxanne did.
She just agreed with you.
Louboutins.
You're a shoe guy.
Why are you shaking
Women's shoe guy.
Why are you shaking your head at me?
Because you're always impressing me with your label knowledge.
All right. Yeah. So think about this. Why was the 70-year-old dude's shoe worth $500? Come on, it's obvious. Come on.
It's got to be a custom orthopedic product.
Bam! Yes, that is it. The guy had custom orthopedic inserts.
Oh my God!
So
wow.
The shoe with the custom special inserts made the shoe worth about Shoe was $21. Inserts $479.
That's no joke.
Gosh. What a ripoff!
They stole the guy's inserts, his orthopedic special inserts.
It's in the shoe, and you can never get them right again. You have to get all new inserts. You just can't go into the Walmart.
My Magellans, no!
Your what?
The Magellans?
No.
What? No, Dr. Scholl's gelling like a felon. What was that?
I thought they were called Magellans.
No, they're not. What was that commercial for?
It was Dr. Scholl's gels, and
people were gelling like a felon. Remember that commercial?
I don't know if they used the word
I don't think
felon.
it was felon.
I think they used Magellan.
Why would you want to be a felon?
Wait, I thought the inserts were called Magellans. My bad.
I'm gelling like a felon. with Dr. Scholl's inserts. In fact,
Oh, it is.
when I
You're right.
when I rob a bank, I make sure I'm wearing my Dr. Scholl. So when I stick up the bank, hey, I'm gelling like a felon with my Dr. I want to be very comfortable with no foot pain when I go in and try to stick up a teller. So you're gelling like a felon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Is this? All right, Fester found the commercial.
Yeah, this is the Dr. Scholl's gelling commercial.
All right, go ahead. Here, hit it.
You gelling? No telling how much I'm gelling. You gelling?
You know I'm gelling. Hey, Ellen, you gelling?
I'm gelling like a felon.
Look at that! All right,
Nah,
stop. So, really, should you be equating yourself to a felon when you're trying to sell Dr. Scholl's?
I feel so felonious in
real.
these shoes.
Look at this story. What'd the guy steal? The only thing he took. He's gelling like a felon.
Let me hear the rest of the commercial.
You want some Ellen?
Nah, but hey, I'm like mud gelling. I'm so gelling.
Nice.
Are you gelling yet? Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles are
Yeah, these weren't off the shelf Dr. Scholl's. Apparently had some custom orthopedics, $500. Anyway, the suspect was later identified, 44-year-old Carlton Gary. He was taken into custody. He's facing charges of burglary, aggravated battery, petty theft. Also, cops down in Lehigh Acres are saying that this guy could be the same suspect involved in another attack of a 40-year-old woman at the dollar store on Lee Boulevard. Both cases, investigators said the attacks were random and unprovoked, but nothing about her shoes being stolen.
Well, she didn't have the inserts. Makes it so valuable.
Yeah, that's nuts. This is crazy. Folks, people are nuts. People are freaking out of their skulls these days. A Pennsylvania wacko, a Pennsylvania man, a nut job, followed a woman home from the grocery store. Why? Why do you think a Pennsylvania wacko followed a woman home from the grocery store?
I don't know, to kill her?
Well, I think you might be close, but why? What provoked this?
A sports-related incident. They're really passionate about their teams. Like maybe she was rooting for Boston or something.
You going to turn this into a crazy Eagles fan story?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
Listen to this. Authorities are searching for a 26-year-old individual, Moniel Coleman, accused of following a woman home and then opening fire on her. Opening fire with a gun on her. Why? She apparently bumped into him in the grocery store accidentally.
Yeah.
The woman was actually grazed in the leg by the gunfire. Her brother was also in the house, and he was struck. Also, he was taken to the hospital. And authorities in Pennsylvania looking for this guy who followed the woman home, opened fire on her. Why? Because she bumped into him in a nearby grocery store. According to the investigators, the woman's in her 20s. She was at a Coatesville, Pennsylvania market. I guess it's Coatesville Market in Pennsylvania, when she accidentally bumped into another shopper. Cops said the man, later identified as a 26-year-old Moniel Coleman, became irate, threatened to shoot the woman in the supermarket. Even after she apologized, she accidentally bumps into him in a supermarket, and this guy freaks out. So this woman thinks the incident's over, but then Coleman followed the woman home less than a block away from the store and then fired multiple shots as she stood at the front door. The woman was grazed by the bullet. The brother, who was inside, was struck. She was treated at the scene. The brother was taken to Paoli Hospital. That's a little south of Philly, right?
The lesson here is don't bump into Moniel.
No, the lesson is the lesson is there are crazy, out of their mind nut jobs that are out there. This is insane. You accidentally bump somebody in the supermarket. And
Everybody knows you don't bump into Moniel.
Seriously, Moniel was fine. He was a model citizen until this wretched person bumped into Moniel.
All right, Fester, stop it. Stop it.
Moniel, I apologize. He's still going to shoot up my house.
This is insane. You accidentally... I bumped into people accidentally. I was just shopping the other day, and I bumped into somebody accidentally with the cart. Now, I don't think I hit their cart. And, hey, I'm sorry. A little tight squeeze down aisle 6. But this is nuts.
I mean, you could bump into Mo Paul. You could bump into Mo Kurt.
Mo David?
Mo David? Bump into his ass.
How about Monisha?
But you don't want to
Moses.
bump into Moses.
Who's the Mo up there? Who's the TV star I'm thinking of? Mo. Was
Neek?
it Mo?
Mo.
No.
Mo Rocca?
No. Mo. Mo.
Mo money, Mo
Monisha?
problems.
You talking about Brandy? Moesha?
Moesha.
Did I say Moesha?
No.
Or did I say Monisha?
You said Monique.
Okay. No, I said someone else said Monique. I said
Monique's
Monique.
another one you could run into.
Moesha is what I'm thinking of.
Don't run into Mo Neal.
Unbelievable.
That's it.
All right, folks. When we get back, we're supposed to have Shorty Shane in the studio, and I'm concerned. This could get a little touchy. I'm concerned about feelings here.
Touchy for who?
All right, so Shorty Shane is a little person. He's only like an inch or so taller than Dave the Dwarf, but I'm worried that Dave the Dwarf is going to get all ticked off. All right, how did I run into Shorty Shane? Shorty Shane's also, he's teamed up with Ed Bassmaster. He's done those videos with Ed Bassmaster. All right, hold on. That's next. Then we have the Truth Booth coming up. It's a loaded Friday, and we're back in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. If you... Q105, it is 7:30 here on a Friday, and we've had to do a little rearranging here in the studio because, you know, our studio is not really set up for a conducive situation to our style of morning show. And well, they told us we're getting a new studio, but I'm not seeing it.
Here we are.
I just see boxes sitting around for months and months and months, and I don't see any studio build happening around here. We might have to go remote somewhere else and do the show. Go to my house.
Stretch out.
Got a better setup in my home office. So we've had to rearrange the studio here a little bit. And so Froggy and Fester, you guys going to share a mic?
Oh, great.
And we're going to put Shorty Shane on Fester's mic. And Roxanne, you can stay where you are. And,
Okay.
and of course, Coop, you can stay where you are.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Shorty Shane to the MJ Morning Show. I can't see.
Put your computer down.
I can't see. Hold on a minute.
You know, what we have going on.
MJ, you're
hey,
just as short as
hey,
me, man. Don't be talking that crap.
Well, Shane, that's what I was going to say. This is the perfect storm of short people between you being a little bit shorter and MJ being a little bit shorter.
So here's the story. Who is Shorty Shane? We're going to find that in a second. I'm at Peepo's Cafe. I love the place on the corner right here? Right on the corner of 4th and Gandy, where you got the mobile station, but then right before that, just south, you've got the Peepo's Cafe. And, you know, I pop in there, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times a month. I call Michelle up, hey, I'm going to get some roast pork on the way home, some yellow rice, some juca, and some Cuban bread. And I'm in there, I don't know, what, a month ago. Shane, was this before Christmas, right?
Yeah, it was about a week before.
All right, so about a week before Christmas, before we went on Christmas vacation, I'm in Peepo's, and I did a double take. I'm like, whoa, is that Dave the Dwarf? I thought he was on a walker, you know, because Dave's had some health issues.
What do you think? Every dwarf looks the same?
No.
What a heightist.
No.
What a dwarfist.
I saw Shane from the back. I'm like, oh, my God. I immediately I thought of Dave the Dwarf. So I had to figure out how to initiate the conversation because I didn't want to say, you know, you're not supposed to point at people and stare when someone's different. And, you know, my mom told me this when I was a kid. So how do I open up the conversation in a nice, delicate fashion with Shorty Shane? So what did I say? Did I just say, hey, you ever hear of Dave the Dwarf? Is that how I did it?
I think so, man. I was trying to think back on it. I don't really remember.
Yeah.
I thought you asked me how tall I was, and you're like, don't take it wrong. And then you said, do you know Dave the Dwarf?
Yeah, that sounds like something you'd say.
Maybe that was it. And
how tall are you? That's what you said.
I think that's what he
well,
said, right?
So, Shane, you are, how tall are you?
3'5".
So you're 3'5". Dave the Dwarf is what, 3'2", right, Fester?
3'2", yes.
All right, Dave the Dwarf's 3'2", and you just remind me of Dave the Dwarf. And Dave the Dwarf was like a big staple of the MJ Morning Show for a very long time. And I started the conversation. I'm like, hey, I'd love to have you on the show sometime. It's great to meet you. Then you told me that you do you do videos.
Yep.
And in fact, you teamed up with Ed Bassmaster.
Yep.
You know, the comedian dude. He's the guy with the sweater. And, you know, he walks around. Look, you're wearing a hat right now.
This is his hat right here, man.
All right, so how did you hook up with Ed Bassmaster?
Down in Sarasota about 2 years ago. A little bit over 2 years ago. We shot the video about 2 years ago. It's like 2.5 years ago. I met him at a meet and greet down in Sarasota, which I knew he was going to. My idea was, since I've been watching him forever, was to show up as him because he knows nothing about me.
Right.
And I know everything about him. So I had everything planned out, man. I had the wig, the glasses, everything but that sweater. So I just wore a normal sweater, normal color. And I went in there. He was doing his thing. I snuck up behind him. And somebody was like, oh, my God, look behind you, like freaking out. And he turned around, and I just went, and I kept walking. He's like, he looked at me with, like, deer in the headlights. He didn't know what to say. And he's like, hang on. And as soon as he said, hang on, I turned around. I went, no, I'm good, man.
All right, so Ed Bassmaster is this comedian guy that shoots videos. And he'll go to like a car lot or he'll go to a store. And
well, the first one was the look at it. Look at it. Will you look at it?
Yeah,
remember that one? That was the first one.
But
I think
he like holds his arms out like he's like a gorilla or something, and he's got this crazy looking, like Technicolor looking like an old Bill Cosby sweater or
Yeah.
He
something.
was like walking around with a tough guy look stance.
Yeah, like too buff. You know,
Yeah, like he's a
arms
buff
wide.
guy.
And there's one in a gym where he's like going. He's going to guys that are on like a bench press and I can do that, and that's his deal. And he uses his arms, and then he'll kick up dirt at them with his feet. the videos are there. I showed Michelle his videos some time ago, a while back, and Michelle's like just cracking up looking at these Ed Bassmaster deals. So then you meet Bassmaster, and then you guys shoot a video up in what, Atlantic City?
Yeah, so I flew up to. He's from Philly. I flew up to Philly, hung out with him for the weekend, and we went up to Atlantic City in New Jersey and did the video.
And you guys shot a video on the Atlantic City Boardwalk where
Yep.
you're literally dressed just like him. You got a wig on, imitating his hair. You got the same glasses on, and then you're following everything he does and doing the psh and the kicking up the dirt and the everything. And I saw a video of yours where you're doing it right down on Beach Drive in St. Pete here.
Prix.
I seen you do
I
it.
made a lot of people mad at the Grand Prix last year.
Bet.
This is great. All right, now I got to ask you a couple of procedural things.
All right, yeah,
now,
sure.
all right, you're 3'5".
Yep.
We call Dave the Dwarf. Dave liked to be called a dwarf. For you, what do you like?
Honestly, I like little person the best. It's a much more non-offensive category to a lot of people. But the generalized public term is always midget or dwarf, respectfully.
Right now,
but
you don't like midget, right? Or do you care?
No, I mean I'm not a fan of it.
Okay,
to be honest.
All right, because we've kind of joked around with Dave, and like Froggy will blurt out the M word about Dave.
I didn't mean it.
Oh no, hey man, I don't care.
I didn't mean it, bro.
You're good. You're good.
But Dave didn't like it either, right?
Oh boy, hold on, Coop. Coop's talking in my ear. I was afraid of this.
Is he?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Dave the Dwarf's on hold. Oh man.
Oh no.
Is he?
You
Hey
know
Coop,
him?
is he pissed?
I love him.
That's for you to decide.
All right, let's just go to the call.
Hey Shane, I'm sorry. I was afraid of this. Dave was. How long has Dave the Dwarf been with us? Technically, I mean, since what? Like 1990 something? How long?
Yeah, maybe like
97, 98?
98, I would have guessed.
Wow.
Yeah. Dave the Dwarf was on our show for a long time. You've got 3 inches. How tall are you?
3'5".
All right, you've got 3 inches on him.
3
'Cause
inches.
He's 3 foot
That's
2.
a lot in this world.
Oh,
man.
I know.
You got about 3 inches and about a yard of reach on him.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Maybe if he stood on his tippy toes, he might be able to
All right.
be up to 3'5".
Dave the Dwarf on the MJ Morning Show. Morning, Dave. What's going on?
Who's this Shorty? What's your name? Shade? You feeling Shade? What's this, some kind of hostile takeover or something? What do you I've never even heard of you, man.
Whoa.
Hey, give him a.
Man doing gigs, and I've never even heard of you. Who are you? I hear you. I'm
When you
hearing
do that, you
say
can't laugh.
You dress up like this guy. So now you know what? Now you're trying to dress up like me? Is that what you just go around doing, impersonating people and wannabes?
Dave, hold on, Dave.
What's your name again? What's your name?
All right, Dave, hold on. Dave, his name is Shane. He's not dressing up like anybody but himself.
He just happens to be a little person like you, Dave. He's not trying to. Did you say that he's trying to steal your gig?
I'm not a little person. Number one, I'm a short person. There's a difference.
Okay.
Oh, whoa. Hold on a second. So you're a short person? What's the difference between a short person and a little person?
Well, they're junk.
Come on, man. We don't want to talk about that on the radio.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought this was a family show.
Well,
that's what you always tell me. Your name is Shorty Shane. I'm Dave the Dwarf. Does even in my name. I'm the Dwarf. I'm not the Dwarf. I'm the Dwarf.
Shane, I think we've ticked off Dave the Dwarf here. Dave, we're not.
He's probably just a little man. It's all good.
Well, listen, we can.
that went over everybody's head.
Yeah, exactly. It's another joke right there.
That's funny. I'm the shortest one on the phone, and it didn't go over my head.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Dave, listen. I would like to be the host of a dwarf summit.
A collaboration.
Yeah.
Where of where we can meet in a spirit of friendship and
Exactly.
camaraderie.
Hey, I think that we can all get along here. I think that.
Nah, I don't need no help, man. I don't need no summit. I don't need no. I'm a loner, man. I got man. I've been doing these gigs for like you. And the correct time is 98. I got here at 98.
98.
That's what I said. 98.
And I never, by the way, got the pony you promised me.
Well, would anything occur that would be problematic if we introduced you to Shorty Shane?
Maybe for him, I don't know.
Oh, okay, hold on, Dave. Listen, here's a couple of things I know to be true.
What?
You're one of the coolest, most chill people I've ever met in my whole life. I think you're gonna love Shane. I think everybody gets along really well. We'll stop by, get some barbecue out in Auburndale, and go crazy.
Yeah, well, listen, we gotta have a meet and greet. I think we can all get along. Dave the Dwarf in the MJ Morning Show, Shorty Shane in the MJ Morning Show. I think we can all get along here. Hey, listen, Dave. Oh, he's grumbling. Dave is grumbling. What the, oh my God.
How old is Shane?
Shane, how old?
Give Froggy. Give Froggy your mic. I mean,
Shane, how old are
I'm
you?
30. I just turned 30.
Oh, he's.
Oh, so that's what you're trying to put me out the pasture. I get it now. It's all making sense.
All right, hold on. Now, Dave, your argument's with MJ. It's not with Shane.
Yeah, my arguments with both of them.
All right, Dave.
Wow.
Dave, listen. Do you have any final words for Shorty Shane? And we'll talk after the show.
My final words is Short Shade, whatever your name is, you can kiss my midget ass.
Hey, wait, I thought you were a dwarf, not a midget. Wait. Clear that up.
Hey, Dave, don't.
See, there you go. You don't even know the history of the show. That's just a.
Hey, you don't even know my name, man.
All right, hold on. All right, Dave. All right, hold on. This is like.
Dave, you're so feisty today.
This is like.
He said Shorty something.
This is like world wrestling here. This is like little person.
I'll throw you a bone, man. I'll throw you a bone. I come out to we'll go to a couple strip joints. I introduce you to a couple girls. I got women coming up my ears, and I'm sure you probably.
All right, Dave. Listen, dude. Please do not take offense to this, Dave. We're not replacing you. We can all coexist here. Yep. All right. I'll call you after the show, Dave. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen. All right, Dave.
You sound a little flustered right now.
Listen, Dave.
Bye, Dave. We love you.
We'll come out and meet you on your turf. I'll take Shane out to Showgirls to meet you.
He hung up.
He hung up.
What do you got, Twinkie in here? You didn't hear the click?
I didn't hear it.
It clicked.
Oh,
he hung
son
up.
of a bitch.
He did.
All right, I'll deal with David. Listen,
right.
Shorty Shane, I apologize.
You're good, man.
I
You're good.
apologize.
Man,
You're good.
See, that's what I was.
Hey, we love everybody around here, man.
I mean, why can't it all be love, right?
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
have time for this hatred
The
in my
motto,
life.
it's all love. It's on my shirt.
There's a seat for every ass.
That's that's what I was afraid of, that Dave was going to take it the wrong way, and that's it. He said, "Are you trying to replace me?"
Hold on.
What?
The best analysis Roxanne had for this entire situation is there's a seat for every ass.
I heard it.
Roxanne, there's a seat for every ass.
That's what I always say.
That was her best. I like it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I heard it. Shane, can you hang out for a minute?
Yeah.
All right, we got to, in a few minutes, though, we got to do the truth booth.
Yes.
But a couple of things, man, I cannot believe what I saw. Folks, this is insane. This is crazy. All right, Shorty Shane, do you know who Bridget Fonda is?
Bridget Fonda?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I'm bad at names. Maybe if I saw a picture.
You're too young, actually.
Yeah, too young.
You might be. So Bridget Fonda was an actress. Hey, Rox, can you bring up her movies?
I will. She was she in Single White Female?
Bring up
she was.
Yeah, bring
Okay.
up IMDb. Bring up this, folks. This is insane. This is crazy. Now, Coop, do you have the story with the picture ready to go up on our website?
This is ready to go, so on your word, it'll go up.
All right, put it up now.
All right.
Put it up now. Festa, where are you going? Hold on. Come on. Hey, I need you guys in here. Hold on. You got to see this. All right. So, Festa, can you bring up? I need you to bring up this picture on your computer real quick here. And Froggy, you got to see this. This is absolutely insane.
What's up, baby?
Festa's pushing Shorty Shane out of the way.
He's on wheels. I'm not pushing anybody. I'm very anti-short person. All right, listen. I will roll your ass like we're curling on ice. You son of a bitch.
This is crazy. I showed this to Michelle last night. I stumbled across this. This was on the New York Post website, and the headline was Bridget Fonda seen for the first time in 12 years on her 58th birthday. And folks, you have an image in your head of Bridget Fonda and the movies that she was in. She kind of played like a femme fatale type and like a spy.
Point of no return.
Right, exactly.
Jackie Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
She was awesome in Jackie Brown. In like a bikini the whole movie.
All right, folks, I'm about to blow your mind.
How good does she look now?
Wait. Remember Single White Female?
Yes,
Remember that movie?
yes,
She was in
yes.
that. Remember when she's by herself in the bed?
Yes.
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 Whoa.
Roxanne.
All right, so
Naughty.
So Bridget Fonda,
She look good now?
she's turned 58 years old. She kind of disappeared. She dropped out of Hollywood like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I think I read that she got fed up with the race, and then I think she said she wanted to take care of her kid. She dropped out of Hollywood. She disappeared. I thought she was doing really well, and she just went poof. Bridget Fonda, gone. Well, guess what? She's resurfaced. The New York Post has a picture of her with a purse holding car keys, it looks like. Froggy, you've got swing your mic
Step
around.
over. Step around.
I could just see right here.
Look at that. That is Bridget Fonda today. We're on radio. You got to.
No, it's not.
You got to make a noise.
No, that's not the girl from Jackie Brown.
That is that is Bridget Fonda today.
How do they know that's Bridget Fonda?
No, it's not.
Just by looking at her,
how do
there's
they?
no telling that's
There's
Bridget.
no way that's her. No way.
I was absolutely blown away.
No.
What? Listen, I'm not body shaming.
No, absolutely not.
But I am shocked. All right, hold on a sec. Yeah, Shorty Shane?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, so
Running short on time. What's up?
So Fester, what do you
I think it's unrecognizable.
Who says that's her?
Okay, yeah. First of all, I have no proof that it's her.
No, the New York Post is saying that is Bridget Fonda. All right, Coop, is the image up? Is the story up at mjmorningshow.com?
Yep, story, images. You can see it up, mjmorningshow.com.
Man, why are they doing that to her,
All
though?
right, folks,
Not cool.
If there is one story that you should click on mjmorningshow.com this week, this month, this is it. This is crazy. I can't believe it. I would have zero clue, zero concept whatsoever. All right, Coop, do you know who Bridget Fonda is? Did you see any of her movies when she was hot back in the mid-90s? She did some great stuff, and she was sexy. I got to be honest. I hope Michelle's not listening, but Bridget Fonda in a lot of those roles, she kind of, she did it for me,
Fonda, I recognized. Is she related to
Yes.
Fonda? I recognize because it's such a unique name. I recognize Fonda.
Henry Fonda, Jane Fonda, yes.
Oh, Jane Fonda. That's the old lady from Grace and Frankie.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
The old lady. So
I mean, I bet you Jane looks better. I want to see a picture of Jane.
This is just in. You know what? I think you're right.
I want to see a picture of Jane.
She always did all those workout videos, and I don't think.
I want to walk delicately here, and Roxanne, keep me in line.
Okay.
And I don't want to be chauvinistic. I don't want to be sexist. I don't want to come across as a body shamer. I'm not. I mean, I don't have a lot of room,
Sure don't.
But I was just blown away when I saw this image, a recent photo of Bridget Fonda apparently getting out of her car or getting into it. It looks like she might be getting out of and walking behind a Land Rover is in some driveway somewhere. And I can't, I'm speechless. And it's tough to make me speechless.
I'm gonna put this delicately, but when you think of like a Hollywood starlet, which you could put her in that category during her heyday, you think that there's an amount of pride associated with how you look. And then to see her now, it's like, no, she's not attached to that part of her life. She just let it all go.
Oh my gosh, look how good Jane looks.
Wow.
Jane Fonda's like pretty.
Jane Fonda's like, what, 80 years old now?
Yeah.
Well, she's kind of sexy for an 80-year-old.
Remember she used to wear the leg warmers and do all the Fonda workouts
I remember
and stuff?
her in the jean shorts and the bikini top from Jackie Brown.
So
that's all I think of.
Exactly. I mean, And look, isn't that the picture right there? That's her and Jackie Brown inside the apartment.
Yes.
Remember, inside the apartment.
They just do bong rips for like
Oh my
days.
God. So the New York Post headline, I saw this last night. I fell off the couch while I was doing prep. I hurt myself. I got to go see an orthopedist now. I fell
That's
off
not cool for her, though.
So this is the headline. New York Post, Bridget Fonda seen for the first time in 12 years on 58th birthday. And it says that she's unrecognizable. Bridget Fonda, you don't need to tell me that. Bridget Fonda doesn't care about keeping up with the Kardashians or even her Aunt Jane Fonda, judging from the first public photo of her in 12 years. These photos seen today on her 58th birthday show the once svelte and glamorous star who retired from acting in 2002 looking very, very different from her red carpet heyday.
Well, maybe she's having the last laugh because for 12 years she's been unrecognizable and she's under the radar and hasn't been, in the limelight and living her best life.
You're not going to believe this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Go to mjmorningshow.com and take a look at this thing. mjmorningshow.com. mjmorningshow.com. And Coop, did you make this like top item?
This is the first thing you see.
The first thing you see is going to be this Bridget Fonda story with the photo of her just taken. And I am not hyping this. This is one of the most shocking things I've seen in a long time. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be crude. I'm not trying to be obnoxious. I'm not body shaming. But I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
It's a pretty rude story for them to do that. Don't you think? I mean, what's the point?
So don't blame me then, folks. I'm keying off of the New York Post story and the picture that they published last night on their website.
I think you look great, Bridget.
All right, are we ready to do the truth booth?
Man, are we ready?
All right,
Can I tune in real quick?
Yeah, Shane, go ahead.
I'm running a TikTok live and everybody's now talking about Barbara Fonda.
No, Bridget Fonda.
Or Bridget, my bad. Hey, I said I'm bad at names, man.
So you're doing a TikTok here?
It's live. It's been live since I got here.
Oh, cool. Tell
And
everyone.
they're all looking it up, but there's no way.
Yeah,
no way.
Are they going to mjmorningshow.com?
Yeah, they should be.
All right, go to MJ Morning and tell them that you're on the MJ Morning Show at Q105.
Oh, they know. I was hyping it up last night.
Very good.
How many followers you have? Like 2 million?
3 times as many as MJ.
Yeah, probably. So. He does, yeah.
MJ's falling short.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Hey, Shane, listen, great to have you in.
You too.
And
Appreciate it, man. Honestly.
can we do some stuff?
Yeah.
We'd love to have you hang out. And listen, I really, truly believe that you and Dave the Dwarf can coexist on the show.
That'd be great.
You're certainly a little more mobile than Dave the Dwarf is these days. So, you got a plus
Dave's
there.
doing great.
But Dave, listen, we love Dave. We would never cut Dave out. And I'll calm Dave down after the show. So anyone's concerned about Dave the Dwarf,
It'll be fine.
I'll get Dave the Dwarf all calmed down. Where did Fester go?
You mean Wink Tinklecrotch? He's hosting the Truth Booth, so you're going to have to introduce him.
Oh, is he ready?
Is he ready?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, well, who's the special guest for the Truth Booth?
Wink's going to tell you.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the... Oh, my God. What the hell are you dressed as? Oh, my God. You probably got to
move, Shane.
You got to roll Shorty Shane across the room.
Roll Shane right across the way.
Oh, let me shut the music off.
Wink, this is Shane. Shane, this is Wink Tinklecrotch.
Shorty Shane, nice to meet you. I'm Wink Tinklecrotch.
Now,
He doesn't want to shake your
You want to shake my hand?
on the rolling chair, give him the Bob Barker shove right across the room.
All right, thanks for coming, Shane. Watch out. Watch the camera. Watch the camera. All right, welcome to the Truth Booth.
I got to give you the intro again.
Okay.
Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Truth Booth on the MJ Morning Show. And, of course, the Truth Booth is whoever the subject is must answer all questions honestly. So whatever is asked, you must answer honestly. Now, we've all been in the Truth Booth ourselves. I've been asked questions. Roxanne's been asked questions. Fester's been asked questions. Froggy's been asked questions.
Yes, well, I've been the host of numerous Truth Booth. I've never been in the booth.
No, he's never been asked questions.
Who? Froggy? No, I think...
I've noticed that. No, he hasn't.
All right, anyway,
I'm the creator of the booth.
All right, Fester's dressed up as this...
I am Wink Tinklecrotch, the host of this episode of the Truth Booth. MJ, I'm going to need some assistance from you.
All right.
You're going to have to get our very special Truth Booth participant on the line.
Okay, so I've got to dial. I don't know who the participant is.
Yes, I'm going to unveil it.
No, wait. What you should do is you should give him the number and have him call it.
Am I calling the? Are you going to give me the number?
You have the number.
Maybe we should let Hal.
Listen, I don't. Wait a minute.
He doesn't know.
We're doing the truth
I'm gonna
booth here.
I wanted to tell you right now, and Froggy's putting a whambookie on it by saying I shouldn't tell you.
I don't know who the subject of the truth booth. How am I going
Okay,
to
should we
call him?
let's just get him on the line.
The
Maybe Coop can call him. Can Coop call him?
Everybody shut the hell up.
Who is?
Coop, dial him up.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Who is in the truth booth?
Don't dial him on your cell phone, Coop.
Dude, you're like grossly unprepared
No,
for this.
I was going to tell you who it was now, and Froggy's like, no, don't tell him.
Maybe Hal Herman should have hosted this one.
Maybe you should have a bucket of shut the hell up is what should happen. I don't appreciate that at all. I come here with my feather boa and my wig on and be a stupid-ass wig tinkle crotch. I have Froggy second-guessing everything I'm doing here.
So Fester looks ridiculous.
I look awesome.
Fester's wearing a feather boa. It's pink, it's lime green, it's orange.
You got carrot hair.
He's got a ridiculous, like, Boris Johnson UK wig on.
That's what I was going for. That's all the rage.
Sitting up like Kate +8.
This is actually a Kate +8 wig.
Okay. And he's got a red velvet.
Oh, or Wink, you're
Usher.
the best.
The best.
All right, now, who is... somebody's on hold.
The special guest is ready.
Our special guest for the
Who
truth
could it
booth
be?
is ready. All right?
Okay, hey, let's go to line 6 right now.
All right. Line 6 is up. It's the truth booth. Who is on the phone? I don't know.
Well,
Oh!
well,
It's Ted, the program director of Q105.
well.
It's our boss, technically.
Well.
You know, as we were going down the list of people who are eligible for the truth booth, we expanded it beyond the confines of the MJ Morning Show studio and family members.
Right.
So we said, who's the least boring person we know outside? And it was obviously Ted, the program director.
Well.
Well.
All right. So let's get the show on the road here. So Ted, you've obviously been dragged into the truth booth. Are you a willing
Yeah, I was
participant?
hoodwinked into this. I didn't know it was the truth booth.
You were so wait. What'd they tell you? Why were you supposed to make an appearance on the show?
They made me
You're gonna
call
call me on Friday. You're gonna call me on Friday.
We're going to give you a
So
call.
here we are.
Hey, Ted, be available by your phone about 8 a.m. That's the only warning Fester gave him.
So Ted is being ambushed by being placed in the truth booth without his knowledge.
Yeah.
All right, now, here we go.
How many questions,
This does
Wink?
frighten me because I know some feelings are going to get hurt here. But
Listen,
go
Wink,
ahead.
how many questions?
we have 200 or 300 questions
2 or
for
3.
Ted, the program director. Boss man.
We've got 2 or 300 questions. All right, go.
Work, Wink.
All right, question number 1.
Head programmer in charge here at Q105. You know, you, Ted, were very instrumental on the return of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. First question is, what was your biggest reservation before signing the MJ Morning Show to that big, fat, lucrative contract?
Oh, my.
Before you signed
You
this,
want me to make a list?
no,
Or do you
I
want
just
one.
I want the biggest.
The
Ja,
biggest.
ja.
Oh God. Well,
You gotta tell the truth.
I mean,
Ted.
there's 2 really.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
One, I mean, to be truthful,
This
I
is
was
the
worried
truth
if
booth.
it would work or not because it was such a departure from what was on mornings before with Mason. You know, you guys do a totally different kind of show.
Right.
Do we?
From Mason. What do you think, Roxanne?
Roxanne
Don't you
finds
think
some
so?
dramatic similarities.
All right, so
Well,
dramatically different show, and then what's the second? What's the second reservation?
that MJ was difficult to work with.
Whoa.
I have a reputation of being difficult to work with.
I did not.
Yes.
I did not feel there would be so much
You are
trash.
surprised by that?
Yes, because I'm one of the most congenial, easygoing guys in the business.
I don't know exactly what business
All right,
you're
remember,
in.
this is the truth booth. I think you need to be truthful.
That laugh was telling.
All right. So, Ted, have I been tough to work with over this last year and 3 months?
You're not asking the questions.
Yeah, hold on. You're not the host of the damn Truth Booth. All right.
You were surprisingly better to work with than I expected.
Look at that!
All right.
Thank you very much.
So,
Thank you.
Ted, on with the Truth Booth with the actual host of the game show instead of MJ commandeering it.
All right, go ahead.
So, since you've had the MJ Morning Show here on Q105, you got to know MJ fairly well. You got to know Froggy and Fester, and you've always known the lovely Roxanne. I have to ask, of all the cast members of this program, who is your favorite?
Ooh. See, here's where the feelings get hurt. You know, it's kind of a toss-up. I think I'm going to say Coop.
Let's go.
Coop wasn't even one of the choices.
I think that, and you know, Roxanne's my favorite in a way, but I think the show would fall apart without Coop.
Okay, I think you're right.
All right, so you're telling me that the new people you brought in, me, MJ, Froggy, and Fester, we're nowhere near your favorites.
It's all very close.
Not compared to Roxanne. Not compared to Roxanne.
Really
All right, next question.
All right, so listen, this is the radio business, and you know it's feast or famine sometimes as far as the budgets go. Let's say later in 2022 we have some Beasley budget cuts, and one of the members of the MJ Morning Show has got to go. Which one do you give the axe to?
Which one gets cut from the MJ Morning Show if there are budget problems this year?
Dave the Dwarf.
Oh, no.
You know, Ted knows his audience because he knows Shorty Shane's in here with us right now.
That's a BS answer. That's a crap-ass answer, Ted.
That's political.
That is a cop-out answer. No, you've got to answer among me, MJ, Froggy, Fester, Roxanne, and Coop. Who gets cut?
All right, believe it or not, even though this goes against my last answer, I'm going to say Coop.
What? You're going to fire me after you told me I'm your favorite?
Sorry, man.
See, that's Ted Wishy-Washy Libra. He's just like, he'll fire you in one answer and then keep you're his favorite.
And I'll tell you what my reason
Yeah, what is your reasoning, Ted?
Well, he has the least exposure on the show of the cast members. He talks the least, and he's young, and he'll bounce back the quickest. He's got a long time.
So basically,
come on.
You'd move him somewhere else in the building, is what you're saying.
No, he'd be on a new microphone at probably Dunkin' Donuts down the street here on 4th.
Welcome to Dunkin' Donuts.
No, he's a very talented guy. I mean,
all right.
I'm going to go work for Chad and Christie. Screw this.
Screw this.
No.
Chad and Christie are hiring.
Next question.
All right, listen, before you
there's another one?
There's hundreds of them, Ted.
All right.
Before you became a powerful, influential programmer in the radio industry, you are a world-famous hot rockin' rock and roll DJ. Is that true?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Yes, okay. So in your years as a hot rockin' rock and roll DJ.
Now, by the way, Ted, you worked at some big radio stations. You did middays on WHTZ, Z100 New York, from the top of the Empire State Building. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So Ted was on Z100 New York and 98 Rock. What stations? What big stations have you been on?
WNBC.
Hold on, you were on 6 to 6 WNBC. Wow.
Yeah, you do that better than I do.
Okay. And
a couple stations in Philadelphia.
Okay.
A station actually called Wi-Fi 92.
All right. Listen, bottom line is I'm trying to establish you've been at a lot of big stations around the country.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad we've laid that very boring foundation down about Ted's history.
The world cares.
But as a hot rockin' DJ, Ted, how many radio station groupies have you shown the inside of the radio station van to?
Oh, that's a gotcha question.
Wait a second. How many radio station listener groupies has he slept with?
Well, code word in the radio industry is shown the inside of the radio station van too.
Wow.
The inside of the radio station van.
Hey, how'd you like to see the inside of the radio station van, baby?
Ted, how many groupies for the radio stations you work for have you hooked up with?
Here's what I've got to say. From my memory, I do not recall groupies, but I do have to say that I did end up marrying the sales assistant at 98 Rock.
Oh, really?
Using your power and influence, yep.
Wow, look at that.
That seems like several...
Yeah, it sounds like Ted is being very, very diplomatic and doesn't want his wife currently to know how many radio station listener groupies that he hooked up with in the station van.
You know, Ted, that sounds like
25-year anniversary next week.
It sounds like a major HR violation is what it sounded like, Ted. That's what it sounds like.
Next question.
All right, so listen, you've gotten to know...
Another one?
Two more questions.
Two more?
So pick your best two. All right, pick your best two questions. Two more.
All right. What do you like least about MJ? You only give me two more damn questions.
What?
What? Okay, I'm sorry.
Really?
Let me say it in the voice. Ted, Q105 world famous program director. What do you like the least, or what annoys you the most about your current morning show host, MJ?
Wow. Well, it's an easy answer, honestly. I know it. I've got the answer.
Lay it on us.
It's the nightly 6:30 p.m. call, which is made to me at his convenience and when I'm still working at the station. And he calls me while he's walking two loud dogs, huffing and puffing, and grilling me with questions about 30 subjects.
Did you say
That's
nightly? Nightly?
Seems nightly.
MJ, let's delve a little deeper. Do you call Ted almost every freaking night on your stupid
Listen,
walk?
It's MJ Nightly News at 6:30. Yes.
All right.
It is. He gets off the talk show in the afternoon, and it's time to grill Ted.
You know,
let's ask him about everything.
Listen,
ask
I got
him about
business.
billboards. What about the new studio? Are they going to build that or what?
Hey, listen, what is Ted? What is going on with the new freaking studio? We've got boxes of new equipment that's been sitting around for 4 months now. When are we getting the new studio? This studio blows.
They have started. They got a box cutter out. They've started to open those boxes.
They just got the razor
The
blades in.
wheels are turning.
Yay.
That's all I can say.
You know, in the radio
See,
industry.
there it is. This is like the 6:30 call.
All right, Ted.
Oh, you know what else? Hang on a minute. You know what else probably bothers? When I call Ted, and this is true, when I call Ted at 6:30 virtually every night just to kind of grill him and tell him, what we need on the show. And also, a lot of times when I'm walking, all my neighbors are trying to stop and talk to me. So while Ted's on hold, I'll have conversations with my neighbors that come up to me.
So you'll put him on hold to chat to do your greetings and salutations in the neighborhood.
Hey,
That's polite.
Hold on a minute. Or he'll say, "Hold on a minute," and he'll say, "Hey, you need to get that trash can out of the street here. You need to move that."
Yeah. It's like
he's one of those neighbors.
Like he's the mayor of the block.
All right,
or
how
something.
many more questions do you need to ask?
Hold on, we've got. Can I get two?
He's getting nervous now.
Can I get two more
All right,
questions?
go ahead. Next
Two more
question. Next question.
One more.
All right, listen, Ted. Everybody knows in the radio industry, you either retire a legend or you get fired, right? That's how it goes, right?
I guess so.
All right. So, this time next year, after our current contract has expired, will the MJ Morning Show be back?
That's right.
On Q105.
Our contract, I only signed a 2-year deal, and we're up at the end of this year.
Hey, a little known fact,
Right.
Fester has a week-to-week contract.
All right, so the question is, will the MJ Morning Show be renewed after this first initial comeback contract?
I hope so.
Oh, wait a sec.
No, I mean, okay, let's give you. I mean,
That sounded a little. That was a lot of drama.
I hope so. Holy crap, Ted. All right.
No, we things are going well. Ratings are good. Of course, we want you back. This is going to keep going. I think things were a little dicey there at the beginning. We were wondering if it was the right move. But things are clicking. You know, you do a story, and the attorney from the story calls in.
Exactly.
You've got dwarves and short people. This is a show.
It's really a show, Ted.
I got Shorty Shane in the studio now.
And you got Wink.
Oh, give Shorty Shane. Give Shorty Shane the microphone. All right. So, what's the final question, Fester?
The final question.
The final question for Ted, the program director, in the Truth Booth on Q105.
Everybody in this radio industry has a boss. Which of your bosses, Mr. Steve Triplett, the operations manager?
No. Steve Triplett is the market manager and vice president. Steve Triplett is the market manager. He's like the old Dave Reinhardt or double talking Dan DiLoretto.
He's the boss.
Yeah.
The boss.
Right. So.
Or Travis Daly.
He's the operations manager.
The operation. Which one of those two do you like working with the least?
Oh.
Little inside radio.
Boy, no softballs on this one.
No.
I'm only asking this question to entertain the crew around here. That's it.
Well, seeing as how I work most closely with Travis, I like working with Travis the most.
So Steve the least. And there we have it.
Put it that way.
Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, it has been the Truth Booth with our program mangler, Ted, also known as Well. Hey, Ted, can you give us a new well to add to our sound wall? You know what? Let's do like a session here. All right, Ted, give me a well. Oh, hang on. Let me turn the music off. Hold on a minute. Hang on. Let me,
I can't hear you
all right.
so
Yeah.
well.
All right. Let me turn the music off. All right. Here we go. All right, Ted. Give me a series of wells so we can add new wells to the sound wall. Go.
Well.
A little longer.
Yeah, can I have a more curious?
Well?
There we go.
You can't talk
Well,
during
I
it,
have to,
Fester.
we have to direct it.
All right,
Was
all
that
right.
it? I had the good one.
Yeah, the last one was good, but Fester talked on it. All right, go.
Well.
There you go. That's
Well.
That's gold.
That's it.
That's gold
All
right
right,
there.
Ted, thank you, buddy. Thanks for being in the Truth Booth.
Yeah, looks like somebody else is going to be renewing your contract. Good luck. Good luck, guys.
Or not.
See you later, Ted.
All right.
You're a beautiful man, Ted. You're a beautiful man.
What a good sport, ladies
Isn't
and
it,
gentlemen.
though?
Uh-huh.
Fantastic.
Good job, Ted.
Good job. Hey, I'd like to thank everybody, including my friends and family. I'd like to thank Shorty Shane for being here, as Wink Tinklecrotch was the host of The Truth Booth.
There you go. All right. All right, Froggy, grab your microphone. Where the heck did you go during most of the Truth Booth?
I was watching it in there with Coop because the headphones were taken.
I thought you went out back to self-medicate.
No, that's during the commercial.
Oh.
Yeah, Froggy said we need to play a long song, if you know what I mean.
No, I was in there with Coop cracking up at Wink's antics.
Hey, Rox.
Yeah.
What kind of feedback did we get on the text lines on the Bridget Fonda picture?
It's funny you're asking that because
Yes.
everybody is like, it's blowing up. They're like, oh my gosh, I just Googled it. Oh, this is crazy. We got a lot of response on that.
Oh, my God.
It's
Again,
quite shocking.
It is absolutely amazingly shocking. The New York Post story and the picture of Bridget Fonda and what she looks like today, it is unrecognizable. It is unbelievable. If you go to mjmorningshow.com, that's mjmorningshow.com. It's the first item you're going to see. Bridget Fonda, who was svelte, she was sexy, she was smoking. Again, you're right. In Jackie Brown, inside the apartment, she's wearing that like black bikini top and the little Daisy Duke cutoff shorts.
Yeah, she has her little bare feet up, and she's hooking up with De Niro. Remember?
Oh man,
Maybe she's getting ready for like a role. And she's just been putting weight on for the last 20 years.
rolls.
All right, folks, you've got to see this picture of Bridget Fonda.
Bridget.
You got to see Bridget Fonda, what she looks like right now, 58 years old. So go to mjmorningshow.com. We have it as the first item.
And we have to put this in context for the Gen Zers in the room, Shorty Shane and Coop. Did you guys see the movie Roommates with Minka Kelly and Leighton Meester? Or how do you say her name?
That's a good movie.
I did. That
did.
movie made
Okay.
me scared to go to college.
Okay. That movie is based upon Single White Female, which is the one that Bridget starred in.
Wow.
So you need to go back and watch that.
All right, moving along. I would like everyone's first reaction to what I'm about to say. Kanye West is apparently telling everyone that Pete Davidson has AIDS.
What the? Okay. What is he like?
All right, hold on.
I think
I just heard a chuckle from below with Shorty Shane.
Shorty Shane.
Hey, that was a cackle.
What? This is serious. I saw an item last night that, according to DJ
Academics, man. You don't know academics?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know DJ Academics.
He's all up in everything.
According to DJ Academics, Kanye West is...
What an idiot.
All right. According to DJ Academics, Kanye, or Ye, or whatever the hell he wants to be called.
Yeezy. I got some Yeezys on right now.
Yeah. Oh, you have Yeezys
Oh, you
on?
do?
Hang on. Let me
He
look
does
up.
have Yeezys
Shout out to
on.
Kanye.
Oh, you do have Look,
Nice.
Shorty Shane has Yeezys on. So Kanye is telling everyone that Pete Davidson has AIDS. That is awful.
That's kind of... Is that against the law?
Well, it's defamation.
And it's
Libel?
HIPAA.
Well, it's slander. Yeah, libel is written, slander is verbal.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you don't know.
He sort of looks like he has something. Doesn't he have like that gut disease?
Crohn's disease.
Crohn's.
Yeah. Okay, that's not right of Kanye to say somebody has AIDS.
No. And of course, you've got Pete Davidson, who's all hooked up with Kanye's ex, Kim Kardashian. And we know that Kanye's been trying to get Kim back. And bought a house across the street from Kim. I mean, it's crazy stuff. And it's alleged that Kanye got this new hot girlfriend just to make Kim jealous. And Kanye is also, you've kept up with this, Rox. Kanye is trying to make overtures to get Kim back, right?
Yes, he has. And, he's trying to be a good dad and stuff, I'm sure, to their kids. But he's with Julia Fox now.
She's a good egg.
But so
I'm a fan of Julia.
So DJ Academic says that Kanye is telling anyone within earshot
Oh my God.
that he's spreading the rumor that Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live, who's hooked up with Kim Kardashian, now has AIDS.
Okay, define the
my
word
God.
earshot. I mean, if you're across the street, you're in earshot.
Yeah, who is he telling?
It's everyone. That's the story.
I mean-
he's everyone he runs into, he says that Pete Davidson has AIDS, which that's awful. Has Pete Davidson responded to this yet? The story just broke yesterday.
So if Kanye sees you from like 40 yards away, hey, did you hear about Pete? Pete's got AIDS.
It's more so when he just meets people. Hey, Kanye, nice to meet you. By the way, did you hear Pete Davidson has? That's how it's going. now.
This is terrible. That's first of all, anyone that is afflicted with HIV or AIDS, and well, these days with medication, I mean,
Could live forever with it.
yeah, I mean, these days, I mean, I see the commercials that they've got drugs that make HIV like undetectable in your blood or something, right?
Yeah, but what's his face should sue Kanye,
Who,
right?
Magic Johnson?
What's that commercial I see? Like some crazy made up name. I think it's like Bic Tarvey. Is that right? Bic Tarvey? It's like I'm in a room. Okay, make a drug up. Okay, how about Flicka-Flacky? All right, that's what
Flicky,
I'm telling you. I
yes.
think there's a drug called Bic Tarvey for a. Hold on, Coop. Yes.
Yeah, it's Big Tarvey.
Look at that.
Somebody they looked at a Bic lighter. They're like Bic.
What kind of pen is in my hand? A Bic.
Okay,
Bic.
Tarvey.
Tarvey.
All right, so Kanye,
Party.
knock it off. Kanye, stop telling people that Pete Davidson has AIDS. That's terrible.
It's like a mean girl
Listen,
move.
unless Kanye knows something the rest of us doesn't know.
All right, did you see the Shaq?
Yes, sir.
You see the Shaq deal?
Yo.
Shaq's been in the news a lot lately.
First of all, I love Shaq. I think we've talked about this on many occasions.
Yes.
I like Shaq. I think Shaq is great. I think his personality is great.
He's here.
But-
Shaq, right?
Shaq is my favorite athlete of all time.
But he's in the room right now,
But
isn't he?
He's going to walk in a second.
Yeah.
So Shaq's in the studio. It happens to be in the studio today.
Excuse me, Shaq.
Shaq is coming in. Good morning, Shaq.
Good morning, MJ. How you doing?
What's your favorite endorsement, by the way, that you do?
Papa John's Shaq-a-roni.
Why are you stuttering? You having a stroke, Shaq?
I thought it was the icy hot patch.
Icy Hot is my 15th favorite endorsement.
I
There's
thought
also-
Frosted Flakes cinnamon basketballs.
That is my 10th.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is, first of all, like fans that run into Shaq, they always say Shaq's great. Every fan.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never heard a story where Shaq was nasty to a fan.
MJ.
Yeah.
For a great low rate you can get on time, call the General and save some time.
General Insurance.
I love that.
All right, so Shaq was on a podcast. He's doing a podcast, and he calls the director of the Miami Zoo on his podcast.
Okay.
And you got to hear what Shaq said. You got to listen to this.
Please.
Here we go.
He's calling the zookeeper.
Just go ahead.
He's calling the zookeeper right now.
Hey, Ron. Ron, I am on my podcast with Nichelle and my good friend Spice. Tell them what happens when I walk by the gorilla exhibit.
He gets intimidated, and he looks at Shaq and thinks that Shaq's going to take away his girls. And he gets tight-lipped and tries to stand up and make himself look as big as possible. But at the end of the day, he backs off. He knows who's the boss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Shane's gonna take his girl.
Thank you. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ron McGill, the director of the Miami Zoo. Thank you, Uncle Ron. Love you, brother. All right,
That's
bye-bye.
awesome.
That's amazing.
So that's from Shaq's podcast. He calls the Miami Zoo director on the cell phone. Apparently, when Shaq walks by the gorilla exhibit, Shaq intimidates the gorilla and scares the gorilla.
That gorilla knows what's up.
Yeah.
That gorilla's like, respect. Respect.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine? And the gorilla thinks that Shaq is there to steal his women gorillas? Is that it?
Listen,
Dude.
I tell you what, the chimpanzees all freak out when Shorty Shane walks by.
I got an answer to that. So Shaq scares them, right? When I walk by, they all freaking jump at the glass, like ready to attack me.
Yeah, they think you're an
Like,
hors
look
They
at
think
this
you're an
piece of
hors
food over
d'oeuvre.
here.
Yeah. They think you're a bite-sized hors d'oeuvre, Shorty Shane.
Like a walking pizza pocket.
Man, but Shaq has a good sense of humor as well. That's pretty funny. He calls the Miami Zoo director on the cell phone.
Shaq, that was funny, Shaq. Good job.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm about to shift gears. I mean, literally shift gears because I want to talk about bicycles.
Sweet.
I was blown away by this. Totally blown away. You know the Jalopnik website? It's a lot of automotive stuff. I love the Jalopnik website. It's Jalopnik. Jalopnik.
Jalopnik is one of Shaq's favorites.
So, listen to this headline. Mechanics warn that Walmart's budget bikes are built to fail.
That's a lot of B's.
Yeah, it was.
Budget bikes built. Walmart sells budget bikes?
Yeah.
Are you talking about pedal bikes or?
No, motorcycles.
I don't know. Jalopnik's an automotive site.
A bike.
Okay.
An actual bike.
Yeah.
Budget bikes built to blow.
Oh,
So,
my
here's the
goodness.
deal. Bicycle mechanics here in the U.S. have had enough of junky bikes that big box stores sell under the pretense of budget bikes. Mechanics say that these cheap bikes from Walmart and similar retailers have been built to meet low price points for decades, but in the last 10 years, their quality has declined so much that they're not really budget bikes anymore. They're now better categorized as bikes that are built to fail.
Oh, wow.
According to a new report. In the report, there are a bunch of quotes from bike mechanics, but the cheap bikes from the superstores are flooding repair shops. So people are being, there are people probably bringing these bikes to like real bike shops for repair, and the repairs are probably twice the amount that they paid for the bike.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
What's the brand they sell?
I mean, is it an off-brand or is
I'm not an expert
I
on
don't know.
Walmart bikes. I mean, I've been in Walmart and you see them. They've got the displays where they're kind of hanging. They have those racks. It's usually in the toy section. They've got the bikes. But when I'm just thinking of comedic things here. Is somebody riding down the road on a Walmart bike and suddenly the frame cracks and they go flying over the handlebars? What happens?
I bet you every 28 seconds somewhere in the country somebody flips off of a Walmart bike.
Is somebody riding down 4th Street here and they're on a Walmart bike and then suddenly the handlebar flies off of their hands, it snaps off like a pretzel stick, and then oh my God! They swerve into traffic and they get mowed over right in front of El Cap.
It's awful.
What's going on? So I was just fascinated that they claim that Walmart bikes are built to fall apart and fail.
I bought a Walmart bike like 10 years ago. It's like a big beach cruiser. It's the biggest turd. It sucks.
The current crop of budget bikes are struggling to last even 90 riding hours. According to the report, the budget bikes from Walmart are having a tough time lasting for 90 hours while you ride them.
Really?
So they only last for the summer.
All right, listen to this. They are plagued by the following defects. All right, problems that this woman has encountered. I guess she's a bike expert. And these are problems with cheap Walmart bikes that have been brought into her repair shop in the last year. Bent or damaged frames, bent axles, snapped crank arms, broken forks, busted welds. Can you imagine? My God, Fester, they're saying that Walmart bikes don't last past, I would imagine maybe Walmart, Target, just a lot of the big,
all these cheaper end bikes.
The cheap bikes from the big box stores. Fester, if some of these bikes are lasting 90 hours or even possibly lasting 90 hours, what happens if we put you on one of these Walmart bikes?
When it lasts 90 seconds.
90 exactly.
90 nanoseconds.
It'll burst into 90 pieces.
My God, that's insane. Now, bike mechanics are saying that Walmart must demand that their suppliers of bikes, that their bikes must last for a minimum of 500 riding hours.
Wow.
It goes back to quality of the Walmart. They don't want to sell these crap bikes. They want to sell a good product. Unlike Froggy's Beach Cruiser.
That is nuts. You know, Michelle and I, yeah, Coop.
So Julie's on hold. She said this happened to her son.
What, really?
They bought a budget bike, I guess, from Walmart, and
see, this is great. I didn't even give out the phone number, and this is what we love about the MJ Morning Show. Whenever we're talking about something, whenever we're doing something, and if you want to weigh in, just call us. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I'll grab Julie, and then if anyone else wants to phone in, anybody else have a problem with one of these big box store cheap bikes that, like, you're riding it and the damn thing disintegrates while you're on the road, it falls apart, frame cracks, you go flying? All right, any comments? Any other bike folks? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. And I'm in the market for a bike. You know, Michelle and I, we want to get like little road cruisers or
it's cute.
Or hybrids. Yeah.
Why don't you get a bike with 2 seats?
Hold on, I'll get into that. Oh, look at the phones. The phones. Oh, my God. Every line is blowing up. Let me go to, was it Julie first? Hey, Julie, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I bought after having a bad experience with my own bike with the same brand because they make really cool bikes. I made sure I told the guy, please make sure you put the pedals on good because they came off on my bike. And he said, oh, yeah, no problem. So when I got the bike home, I didn't check it because I assumed the guy did it right.
And this was, wait a minute, at Walmart?
Yeah, Walmart.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my 7-year-old gets on the bike. The first time he rides it, he's 7. He's going to get on this cool bike, and the pedals came off. Both pedals came off.
Oh, so your 7-year-old goes flying off the bike?
He flew over the handlebars and got road rash really bad.
Oh, my God.
Ow.
Yep.
Did he have a helmet on at least?
Yeah, oh, yeah. He had a helmet on, but he still got his face. He got his arms and his legs and everything all. It was, he was getting on it. He was cool.
Did you go back to Walmart and throw the bike at the guy?
Well, I didn't do that, but I did go back to Walmart, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I did. I took care of it.
And your son's okay? Did he heal up any permanent scars from Walmart?
No, yeah, he was fine.
All right. Well, what's your son's name?
Sean.
All right. Shout out to Sean. And if he's not listening, you can listen to the podcast back later, okay?
Right.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, Julie.
Thanks.
My God. Look at the phones. Every line is jammed regarding the story about Walmart bikes are built to fail. Oh, my God. All right. Let me grab... who's on 2? I don't have a name up on the board here. Hi, good morning. Who's this? I lost. Yeah, hi. Who's this? You're on.
My name is Al. MJ. I worked for a bike shop a long time ago.
Yep.
And I've been looking to purchase a bike from Walmart that you can see. I've never purchased them, but you can see they're cheaply made and cheaply put together. I mean, literally, you can see them how bad they are. And the bicycles, they're like $125 for a Schwinn, $140 for a Schwinn bicycle. That's the name on these bikes. And you can see they're cheaply made.
Yeah, because, Schwinn used to be a great brand. Is Schwinn not a top brand anymore?
No more, sir. I
Yeah.
am telling you, if you go into the Walmart, you look at the Schwinn, you can see yourself. You don't have to be an expert to see.
All right, is there a chance that it could fall apart in your hands while you wheel it up to the register?
It might.
All right, Al, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Let's grab Rachel in St. Petersburg. It's Crappy Bike Talk with the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Rachel. You're on.
Hi, how are you doing?
We're well, thanks.
So, my in-laws are down here for snowbird season, and they decided to grab a couple of bikes just so they can enjoy the bike ride with their grandkids and us while they're in town. So they recently just purchased two hybrid electric bikes. And kid you not, when they both came in the box, the wheel frames for them were both bent. So bent you couldn't even get the wheel assembled. So they had to take it into a local bike shop.
Now, were these purchased at Walmart?
Yep, the Walmart.com.
Oh, wow.
So not even just the Walmart in-store, the ones you're purchasing offline.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's a supplier issue company-wide that they're just getting cheaper.
Wow, unbelievable. So why would you even take it to a bike shop? Just return the stuff. I wouldn't want to, because you'd have to pay for a bike shop to fix it when they shipped you a defective chunk of crap in the box.
Well, I think it all comes down to that word that you keep using, that budget. So if you're paying $300 for an electric bike and you're a senior and you're on a fixed income, it's a lot better than going out and paying $800.
Yeah, but you get what you get what you pay for is what it comes down to. Rachel, thanks for the call. All right, 800-990-1047. The phones are cranking here. Coop, are you still screening? Yeah, look, Coop's still screening calls. 800-990-1047. Let's grab Derek in Land O'Lakes. Hello, Derek. You're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
Hi. Hey.
Hey, big fan. This was a couple years ago, and before I get into this story itself, I want to preface, nobody's going to mistake me for Ryan Reynolds, right? So I was a little bit out of shape at the time.
Right. Okay.
We grabbed a bicycle. I was getting ready to start riding with my kid, who was 8 years old. We left the store, got home about 45 minutes, jumped on the bike, made it one block, went to turn around in the cul-de-sac, crank arm snapped off, bleeding profusely from the calf, from the chain pinching it.
Oh.
So fewer than 90 minutes from purchase to destruction.
Wow. Wow.
And you bought it at Walmart?
I did. I bought it at a Walmart. It was supposed to be their entry-level road bike.
It was a Schwinn.
I think this is an epidemic amongst all of these cheaper brands.
My God.
Regardless of where you get it from.
My goodness.
Right.
Holy crap.
I ended up getting a lecture from my dad with the old, if you got a $10 head, buy a $10 helmet. So he said, shame on me. For,
Yeah, exactly.
For trying to get a
And
win on
did any permanent scarring on your shin or your calf? I mean, were you gouged? Did you need stitches?
Yeah, I did some liquid stitches on it. The only permanent scarring was to my ego.
Oh, my God. All right. Thanks, buddy.
All right, you guys are the best.
Jeez.
Thank you,
Thanks,
man. I
Derek.
appreciate it. Can you believe that?
Wow.
As MJ, I'm sure hundreds and hundreds of people have had a negative experience with a cheap bike.
But I tell the story and the phones just blow up.
See, that's why I don't ride a bike.
See, Michelle and I, we're not going to go to Walmart. Michelle and I really need to find a good bike store. I need a good bike dealer.
There's a bunch of them.
I know.
I'll bring you my bike on Monday.
But the problem is I keep hearing about the supply chain issue, and that bikes, and even during the pandemic, bike stores were selling out of product because people wanted to go outside, and people were buying tons of exercise gear and bikes. So I just keep hearing that there's a massive supply issue, and then prices have gone through the roof. I need a good local bike shop to get really good guidance, because we want to be able to ride through our whole neighborhood. We want to be able to drive past West Shore Plaza, go down Lemon Street.
He's got to talk to Brian, who you work with. He knows a lot about bikes. My buddy will help you.
We want to go down to that park area at the end of Cypress, where then you can get on that trail and ride the bikes over the Courtney Campbell.
The first thing you have to do is walk your ass into a bike shop. They're not all going out of business left, right, and center. They're around.
I know, but listen, I like to have,
You should get one built. My buddy builds them.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, you've been in the market for a year.
I know. So I got Michelle and I. It'll be a great a husband, wife, Michelle, MJ activity. To go bike riding every weekend. Because I think from my house, if we go from my house all the way across the Courtney Campbell and back, I think it's like 20-something miles. 25.
Just be careful
Yeah.
because Florida drivers, especially in our area, they're terrible around
No,
bikes.
I get it. I understand that, but obviously we would, wear helmets. But the way that we would do that is it's pretty much the worst is just crossing West Shore right by the mall, and you kind of just wait till the light's green, you walk across, and then it's pretty much West Shore sidewalk underneath 275, hook a left onto Lemon, then back into Cypress there, and it's kind of back road, so I think it's kind of safe. But I just need some good guidance. So
Go to a bike shop.
I am.
You've been saying this for a year.
MJ, my friend built, who's that wrestler, Batista?
See, I used to
Yeah,
know.
Dave Bautista.
But
he built his bike. My
Really?
buddy, so he can help you.
But here's the deal: like we used to know like Dud Thames. Remember that one on?
No.
But they're gone. So
have you been to Chuck's Bike-O-Rama?
No, I've not been to Chuck's.
Oh, Pee-wee. Oh, the bike looks really good.
So-
Come in the back room. I want to show you my new
But
horn.
I need good guidance on: do I get a hybrid? Do I get a road bike? I mean,
That's why you go to the bike shop and ask them.
well, that's the plan. But
When? On the 5th of never?
but I don't want to be. I don't want to be put together. You know what I mean?
What if somebody steals it named
Here's what
Francis?
You do. Here's what you do. Yeah.
Ah, Francis.
Francis.
Oh, I see your bike, MJ.
It's in the basement of the Alamo.
It's in the basement. Of the Alamo.
Basement? MJ, I got an idea. I'll bring my Walmart bike in on Monday, and we'll have Fester ride it around the parking lot and see how long it takes to crumble.
Listen,
It'll crumble like like some ancient mummy in like Indiana Jones. It'll
Just in the dust.
dust everywhere.
Let's talk about your big butt, Simone.
So bottom line is I'd love to hook up with a good bike shop. You can call us or you can email me, mj@mjmorningshow.com, mj@mjmorningshow.com. I'm just looking for good, honest guidance, and I don't want to get, raked over the coals with, supply issue prices,
Okay, Daddy.
I know you are, but what am I?
Okay, Spec.
I pay the food that don't eat Mr. T
No, what
cereal.
am I? You're a nerd.
I can quote that whole movie,
Hey,
Pee-wee's Great Adventure.
Coop, I've got lines on hold here, but I got nothing on my caller screen. Am I taking calls here, Coop?
Or are they calling about our Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Hey, Coop, am I
quotes?
taking phone calls here? I've got no one on my call screener.
I mean, if you want to take Jimmy, he's talking about a bike shop.
All right, now, just you can write stuff down for me. All right, so I think we got the stories about these bikes falling apart, and that just caught my attention last night. I'm like, Walmart's selling bikes that are designed to fail.
It's a budget bike.
That's not their marketing plan, but it's just a cheaper product, and you're going to have more issues.
It's like cell phones. My cell phone, the longer you have it, the slower the battery doesn't charge, and so they make you get another phone. It's all.
That's a
It's
big
all
conspiracy thing that it's all designed to fail on you. Did you see the Jimmy John's situation?
No. What is it? I like Jimmy John's.
Yeah, Jimmy John's is good. My kids love Jimmy John's. Julian, Chloe.
I've never been.
Yeah, they're regulars. They're Jimmy John regulars. The one not far from us, right across from the mall, right near.
I go to that one.
On West Shore, right? Yeah, the one on not West Shore, but the one on
Kennedy.
On Kennedy, near West Shore.
Yes.
My kids love the play. They always go to Jimmy John's. So I don't know where this is, but this hit social media yesterday, and it's a big Jimmy John's controversy. It is a Florida store. That's all we know. Now, Rox, as I tell the story, maybe you can see if any new information is developed online here, or Coop, maybe you can. But Jimmy John's at a Florida Jimmy John's sublocation, they put up a sign in the window of the restaurant. So you go to the front door, it's locked. Oh, there's a sign. And it's got the JJ Round Jimmy John Sandwiches logo. And then it says in big print, this location is temporarily closed. Due to labor shortage, we are in the process of restaffing to return to normal operations and would like to apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you for your patience. That's the official Jimmy John sign put in the window of the door of the closed location somewhere here in Florida. Fester, see if we can find out. I was not able to see last night where in Florida it was.
Okay.
Well, guess what?
What?
I guess some of the employees that worked at that store, they decided to post a response on the front door of Jimmy John's.
Oh, God.
So they taped their own note next to the official Jimmy John's note. And it says, and they do it on a word processor. They did this on, Word. And the headline is, "There is no labor shortage," with a smiley face. Then they write, "The owners of this establishment treated their employees like dogs."
My gosh.
That's it. They're calling them out, man.
All right. The owners of this establishment treated their employees like dogs, never once helping us out. They don't even live in Florida.
What?
All employees, including management, were students and did a great job keeping the store running with no help from the owners. The past few months of crappy business have been the result of lazy, careless ownership.
Hey, Jimmy's John's.
So they put their own response next to the Jimmy John's official reason why this particular Florida location was closed.
Well, Jimmy John's has some Google power because I can't even find this story. Can you find it, Fester? I can't find the Florida location or anything.
Yeah, I can't find where it was posted up. But MJ,
I found it on social media. This popped up like on an Instagram or a Twitter feed last night. Is where I found it.
It's not a news article,
and it's real. You can see it's a picture of the front door of Jimmy John's with the two signs, the two notes posted side by side.
Here's the thing: the employees don't get a voice when the management just posted labor shortage. I'm happy for the employees for at least trying to defend themselves.
Is it Ray Romano's brother in the commercials for Jimmy John's? Is that him?
Yeah, Jimmy John's has a new advertising campaign.
Yeah, with him.
And
he's like a mafia guy. Yeah. Jimmy's John's.
And again, listen, I've had Jimmy John's. I thought the product was very good. My kids love Jimmy John's. Our experience has been, nothing but good at Jimmy John's. I don't know where this Florida location is. And also, Chloe loves to give a shout out to the ice. What? Chloe loves Jimmy John's ice. Because they have that crushed ice, you know what I'm talking about?
You know where else they give you that ice? When you have a baby. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's the chips. It's like chippy and crushy and slushy.
It's crushy. It's not like a chip. It's not like a hotel ice machine.
No, not like those.
Okay,
no.
Ice talk needs to end.
Wow, ice talk on the MJ Morning Show today. Tomorrow we'll talk about the 3 options you have at Wawa's. I mean, seriously, people. I'll tell you right now, though, if Firehouse subs and Jimmy John subs got into a steel cage death match fight, I don't care who's walking out. I love them both.
There you go.
I love them both.
All right. Speaking of food, did you see that a cop
served ice?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
A police officer in South Dakota, completed the DoorDash food delivery because the DoorDash driver got arrested on the way to deliver somebody's food.
Oh, that's nice.
That guy is cop of the year.
Oh man, this is great. A South Dakota woman. She gets a knock on the door, and there's a cop with her food order. And she's like, what is going on here? Sioux Falls, South Dakota resident Anastasia Elsinger, she's 24 years old, and she knew she wouldn't be getting her food quickly when her DoorDash app showed that her driver had stopped a few blocks down from her home. So she's watching the app and can see, oh man, my DoorDash delivery, man, it's coming. If you got these apps where you can, you've got anticipation, man.
Then it just stops.
Your food is on the way. You're tasting it. Your mouth is watering. Oh man, my food is coming. Now, I understand this. We don't use the delivery apps, but I know how they work. And listen, we've got the Live 360 or the Life 360, so we can follow the kids around. We know where they are. Listen, it's Pavlovian. You can see that you're, you know what?
It's like watching your Uber come get you.
For us, it's Amazon. So on Amazon Prime and on the app, you can follow. Have you seen that?
My wife told me that she's like 4 deliveries away.
Exactly.
And she knew exactly when the product was going to come.
Yeah, you're 6 deliveries away. You're 4 deliveries away. And you see the truck. I can see the truck moving down the road. So I know when it's coming.
So what'd they arrest the driver for?
Here's the deal. The car is stopped a couple of blocks away from the lady's home. And she's like, oh, my God, where's my food? My food's in that car. And then the car was still stopped and stopped and stopped. So she steps outside, and she can see the police lights and everything down the street.
I mean, it's right down her block.
It's right down the block. And there's all kinds of cop cars surrounding the DoorDash delivery driver's car. And she's like, oh, my God, that's my food delivery over there.
She just walks up and got it.
And this woman, Anastasia Elsinger, she says, oh, yeah, it looks like my food's going to take a while, whatever. So she steps outside, sees all the police lights. She correctly assumed that it was her driver that had been pulled over. And then after a few minutes, she went inside thinking that her food's not coming.
That's it.
Yeah, her food's not coming. And then she said, I definitely did not expect to have a cop show up at my door. He just said, like, I know you're not expecting me. Here's the audio. Listen to this. This is audio of the cop showing up and delivering her food.
No, I'm not who you're expecting, but your driver got arrested for things he had to take care of. So I figured I'd complete the DoorDash for you. Take care.
That's awesome.
Got arrested for what?
Yeah, what did he get arrested for?
But I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
So I couldn't hear what
She
he
laughed
said.
over it.
She should get arrested for cackling like that. God, shut up, lady.
Is that not hysterical?
Yeah, I think he said murder.
Is that
your DoorDash driver has been arrested for murder?
Play it
Serial
again.
killer.
Play it again. Play it again.
Let's see if we can hear it.
Hang on, man. I've got more details in the story that I can get to.
What did the DoorDash come from? That's what I want to know.
So police spokesman Sam Clemens said the department's aware of the growing popularity of this particular officer. We had a report of an officer who had been moonlighting as a DoorDash employee while on duty. He said jokingly, so they're making light of it at the Sioux Falls, South Dakota Police Department. So we don't know why. We don't know why he was arrested. So the story says the original DoorDash driver was arrested for an unspecified crime after realizing that he was making a food delivery. The Officer Sam Buer, decided to complete the delivery. It was right down the street. I mean, the lady was able to go out on her front porch and see all the police lights with her DoorDash driver pulled over.
And the poor lady wrote off ever getting her meal. She's like, well, that's it.
That's great. I want to hear the audio again. That's great. In the video, Officer Burr is seen. The Ring doorbell captured the whole thing. So she got the whole thing on video. The officer is walking up to Elsinger's house. She's got a bag of Arby's. You want to know where it came from?
Arby's.
It was a bag of Arby's and a drink.
Dude, when you have to have those curly fries and that Jamocha shake, Arby's is they have the meat.
And the horsey sauce.
Oh, the horsey sauce.
So good.
There's actually no horseradish in it, but it tastes good.
So it was a bag of Arby's.
Yeah, she was hungry, huh?
And a drink. So that's great. By the way, there's over 15 million views now.
Jeez.
Of the cop bringing the DoorDash food.
That's cool.
Fesher, would you have delivered it if you were the cop, or would you have ingested it?
That would be gone so fast.
Arby's, could you imagine?
If I were the cop and I was on this scene, I arrest this guy for some unspecified charges, I would have to take this bag of Arby's into evidence.
Arby's, we have the meat.
This bag of
coming with me.
This bag of Arby's has to go downtown, if you know what I mean.
Before I move on, I want to hear the audio one more time. You can hear like the bag rustling as the guy comes up with the Arby's bag.
No, I'm not who you're expecting, but your driver got arrested for things he had to take care of. So I figured I'd complete the DoorDash for you. Take care.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
he
it
said
is.
murder, and that's why she was laughing
She
so
said
hard.
murder.
He didn't say murder.
Yeah. Okay, so how cold is that sandwich in Sioux Falls, South Dakota?
That is
Sioux City?
Sioux
something?
Hold on, did I throw the story
But
away?
in the middle of South Dakota,
Drinks all like
you're
Yeah, Sioux Falls,
Okay,
South Dakota.
so-
frozen.
yeah. The Coke she ordered is now frozen solid, and the roast beef sandwich is ice cold. Just
Unbelievable. Oh, before we end our long chunk of MJ here, we got a lot to go. We still have an hour to go, folks. So don't move. We got a lot of crap to get to. Did you see the Elon Musk story?
Which
That
one?
Some teenager is tracking Elon Musk's private jet and then posting the information like online. And Elon Musk wants the kid to stop. Wait, you got to hear this. So Elon Musk reaches out to a 19-year-old young man over a Twitter direct message to ask him to stop tracking his flights.
Oh my God.
Apparently, since June of 2020, the Twitter handle Elon Jet.
Oh, wow.
So it's at ELONJET.
Could be a safety concern.
That's what
Elon Jet. So Elon Jet has been tracking Elon Musk's private jet with a bot using public data from the FAA. And, I use, I have FlightAware. I have Flight Radar 24, which that's probably my favorite. But
Cool, dude.
You can track planes, and, Julian loves it, my son.
Yeah, he's clocking all the ladies with that information.
All this information's available. And, for instance, he'll regularly provide updates on the location of Elon Musk's jet. For example, saying that it landed in Austin after a 6-hour flight. There are 90,000 followers. But here's why I'm doing the story. Elon Musk reaches out to this 19-year-old kid, asks him to stop, offers the kid $5,000 to stop.
What?
Hold on. The richest guy on the planet, worth what? $150 billion?
Yeah.
Offers the kid $5,000 to stop with his Twitter bot account? Really?
What do you think? 50,000 maybe? 5 million?
So Sweeney, this guy Sweeney, the 19-year-old, he exchanges direct messages with Elon Musk. They're going back and forth.
Would say suck it?
And Musk offered $5,000. And then Sweeney countered with $50,000 to help him pay for school and a car. So there you have. Musk is on track to be possibly the world's first trillionaire.
How does Musk not appreciate this kid's
hire him.
cojones for at least asking for 10 times the negotiated amount?
Yeah.
The offered amount.
God.
Somebody with a Scud missile sees this information.
Well, that's what Elon's worried about. Okay, so on January 24th, he was in, what is it, Kauai, Hawaii?
What is he doing? Just flying in circles?
Yeah, he was on the island of Maui. It looks like he landed in somewhere on Maui.
So he's on Maui on the 24th.
Yeah.
Then he's in California, and
the guy's just tracking Elon's jet everywhere.
2 days ago, he landed in Austin.
So I don't know if...
Wow.
I don't know if there's been an arrangement reached, but that's pretty damn cheap for a multi-billionaire to offer the kid only $5,000 to stop tracking his flights. All right, when we get back, did you hear about this young woman goes for a job interview at one of those restaurants? You know what a restaurant is, right? Mm-hmm. What is a restaurant, Rox?
It would be a place where, like, Hooters or Wing House.
Right. So a woman...
I've never heard it called a restaurant.
Never heard that. Dude, I was in Orlando and I went to Twin Peaks for the first time.
That's one.
Get out of here.
Yeah, guess what? It's a Twin Peaks story.
Yes, the first one I've ever been
Fester.
to.
Yeah, there's no double entendre there, is there?
Right.
All right, so it's a Twin Peaks story. A young woman goes for an interview. You're not going to believe what happens. All right, hang on. You got to hear this. It's next on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. 9 o'clock exactly here on a Friday. And it's just about humor management at this point. How much stuff I can actually get in the final hour of the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday. All right, this story involving Twin Peaks. So if you're just tuning in, the little teaser I did before the commercial break was I got a story about a restaurant. And I said, hey, guys, you know what restaurants are. And Rox, you chimed in with...
Right off the bat, like Hooters,
right?
Winghouse.
So Hooters founded
Tilted Kilts.
right here. Hooters founded first location on Gulf to Bay, right on 60, right in Clearwater. And that was #1 first Hooters location ever. So, restaurants. You said, Tilted Kilt?
Mm-hmm.
I've never been there. I don't
know if they're around it. I honestly...
I can't. I can't think that I've seen any in the last couple of years.
Well, look it up on the Googles. See if we have any local Tilted Kilts.
Okay.
So hold on. We said Hooters. You said what was the other one?
Winghouse.
Winghouse. Yeah. Oh, and that Winghouse burned to the ground over in Town and Country earlier this week, and good thing Winghouse moved all of those employees to other locations, so they're not going to be out of a job. So I think that was a nice thing for Winghouse to do. Any Tilted Kilts around anymore, or what?
According to Yelp, the one on Northdale Mabry
Closed, yeah.
I think it's a Glory Days now up in Carrollwood.
Oh, lovely establishment.
If you follow me at Roxanne Wilder, you can see me in a Tilted Kilt uniform.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How long back? Why don't you bump that up?
The beginning of the feed, when I first got on Instagram, so you got to scroll.
Really? Was it like things were, you weren't in radio and media at that point? You were at the Tilted Kilt wearing
I actually
a little
was
sexy getup? Is that it?
Yeah.
Probably doing a gig there, right?
Exactly.
You're like, Roxanne,
yes,
we
thank
should
you.
put you in that outfit.
You were doing a gig and you went in the back and you put on a Tilted Kilt
I
uniform?
did. That's exactly what happened.
So hot.
Really?
I mean, respectful.
All right, so here's the story. So it's restaurant themed, and then Fester said, hey, I was at a Twin Peaks in Orlando. Do we have any Twin Peaks in the Tampa Bay? I don't think we have any in the Tampa Bay area, do we?
I've never heard of Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I've never seen one in the Tampa Bay area. I saw the first one when I was staying at the Holiday Inn Resort.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's what happened. All right, so what's the menu at Twin Peaks?
I'm sure it's like wings.
It was a lot like these, but it was bar food. It was nothing.
I've never been to a Twin Peaks, but listen, obviously,
as cargo,
with Hooters, of course, they use the owl as the mascot, but we all know what Hooters really means, right?
The owl. What else could it possibly?
Twin Peaks. Let's see. What
the show
on the front of a woman's chest? Oh, Twin Peaks.
It's not what I think
A
of.
cup, B cup, C cup, D cup, double D, whatever. Twin Peaks. So clearly, there's double entendre there.
Wow.
Twin Peaks, right?
Never thought of that.
You mean Mugs and Jugs?
That's another. Oh, it's Mugs and Jugs. Are they still around?
The classic location. Are they?
Yeah.
I don't. The old location on 66th Street's closed.
Yeah, the one on Olmerton. I went there a couple times. Or Bay Street. It was on Bay Street up in Clearwater or Largo. It just closed.
Mugs and Jugs. What could the Jugs possibly mean? Anyway, so all right, back
jug of beer.
Give me a jug of it.
They've got every Friday night they got a jug band. That's what they have from the bluegrass state. All right, so here's the deal.
They have this tapas store called Mosquito Bites.
Is that a joke?
Well, small portions.
Pastor, can you just keep that stuff in your head, please?
That's where I apply.
Wow.
I shoot a high average, guys.
Whoa. Rox, what did you say?
I just said that's where I applied.
At Mosquito Bites? Oh, before you got your high school boob job. Yeah, Roxanne got a high school boob job at 17.
Good save, Roxanne.
18.
I'm sorry. You had just turned 18
Yes, I
in
was
your
18.
senior
Thank you very
year, and
much.
you got a boob job.
Mhm.
Yeah. By the way, we didn't. Roxanne volunteered that on the show some time ago.
Yeah.
All right. So the Twin Peaks story. This woman has started this whole giant debate. She goes for a job interview at Twin Peaks. And the manager interviewing her, dresses her down and calls her unprofessional. So don't you dress
the part?
You dress the part. You dress the way maybe what fits the job. So this young woman, she's doing an interview at Twin Peaks, and the manager called her unprofessional for wearing a crop top to the job interview.
Was the manager want a business suit to have her sling wings?
What the heck?
What do they wear at this place? Like short shorts and same,
Yeah, it's everything's very busty and very
Do
short.
me a favor. Why don't you find a picture for Froggy to see? Bring up a picture of the Twin Peaks restaurant uniform. All right?
Just for reference purposes.
This young woman, M.E.M., she has video of herself in her car showing the short sleeve red crop top.
Whoa.
And then she says that he asked me why I wore a crop top to an interview, and then he said, that is unprofessional. Meanwhile, I'm looking at an image of I'm looking at these Twin Peaks waitresses or servers. They're wearing the tightest little crotch-hugging Daisy Duke like spandex jean shorts.
Wow.
And they're wearing these...
They show way more than Hooters girls.
They're wearing these little lumberjack... what do you call it, Roxanne? What is that type of top they're wearing?
It ties in the front. It just ties in the. It's flannel, but it's like bustier. It's like a bustier, but it's like tying. I don't know the specific word.
It's like how the girl dressed on
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
The Dukes of Hazzard girl.
Daisy Duke.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like a lumberjack, black and red checkered pattern, but it's like this little bikini top that goes over the shoulder, and then it's tied underneath.
I'm a fan.
Like it's like a swashbuckler look.
But it's low cut and the boobs are hanging out.
Yeah, I mean,
there's more boobs showing than not in this outfit.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the uniform you wear at Twin Peaks, and the restaurant manager interviewing M is complaining that she came in a crop top, saying that it was unprofessional.
How do you not hire her on the spot?
Let me tell you right now that the uniform at Twin Peaks, first of all, these shorts that they wear are so small, it is right above the you-know-what line, down in the female area.
Oh.
And then it looks like these women have like 6 inches of exposed belly before you even get to the belly button. So it's like 6 inches from
they wear really low shorts.
All right, so extremely low shorts. So you've got like maybe 6 inches till you get to the belly button. Then they're fully exposed. Their entire stomach is exposed. And the top, the uniform at Twin Peaks, it ties right under the bottom of the breast.
It's a clever uniform.
Right underneath. They're virtually naked. And the manager yells at this woman for showing up in a crop top for the interview? Really?
Yeah.
Can you cover up, please? It's a place of business.
The girls aren't going to like when she's Employee of the Month on month 1. She showed up to the interview ready to work, girls.
Don't they say dress for the job you want and not for the job you have?
Exactly. She was dressing for the job. And what she was wearing
was... strippers don't apply naked, do they?
Have you ever interviewed them?
They have to audition.
They probably do. They probably have to,
I guess
strip.
so.
I mean, gotta see you pour the beer if you know what I mean.
But the Twin Peaks outfit is totally, completely sexualized. I got to be honest. I think it's more sexualized than a Hooters outfit.
Yeah, well, Hooters has a bodysuit sort of top.
Yeah.
It covers up all their
Exactly.
stomach.
Not at Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks looks like they're showing the most skin of any of these restaurants whatsoever.
Well, have you been to Naked's? The girls are fully naked. And they give you, soup. They only serve soup at Naked's.
That's it. Just
ladles of
what's
soup.
the soup of the day?
Soup of the day is soup du jour every day.
Oh, it is, really? So this woman was flabbergasted. I mean, this could be the dumbest thing I've ever heard, that the manager is dressing her down for not dressing professionally.
You guys didn't like my mosquito bites joke, but you're laughing
I
at
did.
that crap-ass joke about nakeds and where they serve soup?
I'm not laughing at that.
You kind of
He
chuckled
laughed.
about it. You went back and you
laughed.
asked, what's the soup of the day? And then he said soup du jour, which is even less funny. You couldn't even come up with, cream of tomato or something?
This young woman shows up with more clothing than what she would have to wear if she got the job.
Yeah.
I want to go eat there now.
Yeah, the food is really good.
That's nuts.
That's pretty good.
All right, so Fester.
Yes.
There is going to be a small craft advisory tomorrow.
Especially you can't do it.
I'm
You're
on
gonna
a big.
fall.
I'm not on a little dingy boat. I'm on a big boat.
Which means you're going to feel it more.
It's like 200 guys on this boat.
Fester, I am reading a report from the National Weather Service. The Tampa police are urging boaters to stay on land for Gasparilla. Now, folks.
You're a Guggen.
Now, I realize that, Fester, how long have you been a Rough Rider?
Like 6 months.
Is this your first Gasparilla as a Rough Rider?
It's my first Gasparilla, yes.
Do you have the outfit?
Yeah, I got the whole outfit.
Do you have teddy bears?
The blue shirt.
How'd you not wear it today? God, you suck.
I can't believe that, folks.
I told you. I told you all you guys.
No, you did not.
You didn't tell me.
No,
I
did.
No, you didn't. So, folks, this morning at 6 a.m., we're talking about Gasparilla when we first opened up the show, because Gasparilla tomorrow, obviously, the day parade. And, of course, I am the Grand Marshal.
Yes.
For the night parade. MJ was invited to be the Grand Marshal by the Santiago folks, and I'm thrilled.
What vehicle did you pick?
I can't wait. No, they have a list of vehicles that I can choose from. They're even letting me pick the colored beads that I want to throw out. I'm like, I'll throw out anything you have. I'm not that picky.
Why don't you use a Lime scooter?
Yeah, I'll do I'll be in the night parade on a Lime scooter.
And
there
at
we
the
go.
end of the parade, you just leave it there.
No, I'm gonna throw it over the bridge into the Hillsborough River downtown.
There you go.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's what you do with them.
That's exactly. So yeah, folks, whenever you rent a Lime scooter, when you're done, you just throw it in the water in downtown.
They'll find it
right over Riverwalk. You just toss it. Well, listen, they found 60 scooters in the water last year when they were cleaning things up. They found 60 scooters in the water.
That's unbelievable.
They only cleaned a 300-yard area. I mean, imagine if they went down the whole Riverwalk.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the point is, for Gasparilla tomorrow, I hate to be like Debbie Downer over here, but it's going to be a miserable day. The wind's going to be whipping. The sustained wind tomorrow is going to be 23 to 25 miles an hour. That's sustained.
Oh, my gosh.
So, it's going to be whipping to 30 plus.
I've seen gusts up to 40.
And on the boat, it's going to feel like 50.
Gusts up to 40, you said?
Yes.
The temperature is going to be in the upper 40s. With the wind, it's going to feel like lower 40s. This could be the coldest Gasparilla that I've ever heard of. And as the MJ and BJ show and then the MJ show, we did Gasparilla from 1994, every parade. We had the MJ morning show Bluesmobile. We had the FLZ float when we were over there. We
had the one with your big head on it.
Exactly. Where's the big head these days?
No, it's on your shoulders.
Yeah, thank you. So we were in that parade every year, 94 to 2012. That's a long time. And I never remember it being in the 40s. With wind chill, could feel like 40 degrees.
All right, sunny skies, high of 49 for tomorrow. Winds northwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
Winds could occasionally gust over 40.
They're probably going to cancel the boat thing.
Fester, the National Weather Service has issued a small craft advisory for the weekend. The Tampa police are urging boaters, don't bring your boat out tomorrow.
I'm not a small craft. I'm on a big craft.
Yeah, that's right. You are not a small craft.
You know what else was a big craft?
You're a big fat craft.
That duck boat that sunk and 50 people died on it a few years ago. That was a big craft, too. But they went out in bad weather. The boat sunk. Does this thing have a roof or something?
The small craft advisory goes into effect at 10 p.m. tonight until 7 p.m. on Saturday. Gale warning also in effect for Gulf waters.
What? Come on.
Okay,
They're going to cancel it, obviously. They're not going to go out.
If I catch a gust of wind when I'm throwing beads, I could land them all the way in Hyde Park.
You probably could.
Yeah.
It is possible.
This is very important.
Yes.
Do not drink to stay warm, Fester.
Okay. So,
by the way, Roxanne has a whole workup on this. So,
yeah, I do.
People think that if it's going to be chilly and cold, to get all boozed up, which is really kind of a prerequisite anyway, right? But Roxanne, you want to bust open the misnomer that you drink alcohol if you want to stay warm.
Exactly, because when you consume alcohol, it undoes many of your body's healthy reflexes, one of which is to keep your core temperature appropriate during cold weather. It also is a vasodilator. So your blood vessels are going to dilate. It's going to go to your skin. You're going to feel warm, but you're not warm.
I don't want my vaso to dilate during the parade.
That's why Eskimos only live to 21. They all just die when they have their first drink.
That's my vasodilator.
Hello.
Yes.
How do people buffalo drink?
No, that wasn't a phone. That was a ray gun. That wasn't a phone I was making.
Roxanne, speak directly into my vaso.
All right, so
what a vaso!
You're such a vaso.
I need some vaso rejuvenation.
Jeez, it's like a vaso convention around here.
That's what I. What are you, a vasshole?
I'll tell you what.
Is that it? You're a vasshole?
If vasos could fly, this place would be an airport.
You're a flying vasshole, is what you are. All right, so don't drink thinking that's going to warm you up, right?
Do not do it. No, you
Doesn't
could.
Fireball warm you up?
Okay, so
That does.
Fireball. Fireball.
It's great.
It may warm you up a little bit inside, but it doesn't warm up your skin temperature, and it's a whole mess.
Right. All right. So my question is for Gasparilla. My question is attendance going to be down because it's going to be really, really cold?
I think
Probably not.
I think there's a lot of people who are on the bubble about going to Gasparilla
Right.
who are going to be like, no dice, I'll go next year.
No, they're going to get drunk at home and they're going to be like, let's go.
But there's a lot of people. There was no parade last year.
Yep. That's
So-
right. So
People are itching.
Parade was canceled last year, and then the first year the parade's back after the pandemic cancellation last year. It's freaking Arctic weather out there tomorrow.
I have a lot of friends that are actually more excited that it's cold out and it's not hot. So that's like they feel more excited to go.
See, I would rather it be hot than cold.
I don't know about that.
Okay, I'd rather it. I mean, we're talking like 95 degrees or 40 degrees. I prefer neither. Why can't it be like a nice 70?
Well, that's typically how it is.
That would be perfect.
My memory of doing the Gasparilla Parade from 1994 to 2012 is, and we only took 1 year off. We didn't do the parade in 03 because the Space Shuttle Columbia blew up like 3 hours prior to the parade, and there was no way that after a national tragedy like that I could go be all happy on a float throwing out beads. That was the only Gasparilla I missed was 2003 because of the shuttle explosion.
So tomorrow the high's in the 40s in Tampa, and then the rest of the week is absolutely gorgeous. It gets it's still cool on Sunday, but then it's in the 60s, 70s. It touches 80s by midweek.
We get back to somewhat normal next week, but but then it goes down to the 60s again the following weekend.
But tomorrow is going to be the ridiculous cold day.
And stay off the water. They're saying stay off the water. Can you imagine all those boats that could cluster together? If you had that kind of wind, boats are going to be smashing into each other. It's going to be a mess.
I'm not going to be on a boat that you don't want to be in a smash. I'm on a big boat.
All right, we get it. You're in a big boat. It doesn't mean it can't sink and kill a Rough Rider of your size.
I'm bringing a flotation device.
Okay.
You are a flotation device.
all the other Rough Riders are going to start glomming onto me.
You'll bring
You're
them
going to
all
morph
down.
into your manatee superpower character.
For the safety meeting, they'll be like, all right, in case of a sinking, just grab the fattest guy because that flat floats, people.
Oh, I forgot the sword. I was going to bring your sword today. Sorry.
I'll pick it up at the house. You got a sword?
Yeah.
I'll
My
wear
dad's.
I'll wear a sword.
Listen, I'm just giving you a warning that they're saying stay off the water. That's the bottom line.
Good luck.
All right.
Semper Fi.
No, it's absolutely wrong.
Guys, who ordered the free COVID test kits from the government last week when they fired this up?
We did.
Yeah.
All right, hold on a minute. Froggy, you did.
We got 'em.
Yeah, that's the point. Hold on.
Sorry.
Festa, did you guys...
Yeah, I ordered mine during the morning show, and I got a shipping number that was like 80 digits
Right.
long.
We did it on Wednesday, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday. Rox, you ordered when?
My sister ordered for me. I haven't seen them yet.
What day did your sister order the COVID kits?
I think the first day they were available.
The first day or the soft day? Because
I think it was a soft day.
Okay, officially, the COVID test kits from the government were not this past Wednesday, like 2 days ago. It was a week ago Wednesday. That was the official launch day. But unbelievably, and this is a hallelujah miracle, they had the website up and running on the Tuesday prior to the official Wednesday. And I ordered mine like at 12 noon on that Tuesday, the day before the official day, and I have seen nothing. Now, Froggy,
yes,
you had the kits ordered by Kim, your wife,
Yes.
on that Tuesday as well, and I texted her. I think we ordered around the same time. And that was like about noon on Tuesday, not this week Tuesday, but last week Tuesday. And you guys got your kits on Tuesday of this week.
Yes.
You guys get 4 test kits. Your wife sent me a picture of the kits
That's
that
right.
arrived.
4.
So I...
$1,000 each if you want them.
I ordered at the same exact time as you.
Okay.
As Kim, and I've got nothing. So yesterday, I hear the mail truck coming. You know, I know it does. I can be in my house. I know when the UPS truck is out there.
Oh, you're like a dog.
Well, the UPS truck has that certain hum, that engine hum.
The rumble.
The post office vehicles have a certain sound to them.
Dude, you're so weird.
So,
you just have bionic ears. You're amazing.
I just knew. Mail guy's out there. So I rush outside, and my regular mail guy is JR. JR's great. But the fill-in male guy, the guy with the big bushy beard,
RJ.
So the beard male guy, he's great. He's like a relief guy, and he does our route quite a bit when JR is off. And the beard guy, I stop him, and he knows me, and he's just friendly as hell. Both our guys on our mail route in South Tampa, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
So I stopped the guy with the beard, and I said, "Hey, by any chance, have you seen any of the COVID test kits on this route?" And he's like, "No, nothing." So for whatever reason, Froggy's wife gets the free 4 COVID test kits, and I got nothing.
You want mine?
No, I just
$1,000 each, like I said. $4,000, we got a deal.
Yeah, how long before you start seeing these pop up on like Facebook Marketplace?
They're probably on eBay.
Yeah, right?
Look on eBay. I bet you get a COVID test on eBay.
You need one right now? I'll sell them.
No, I just think it's odd that you got them and no one else has them, and no one in my neighborhood has gotten them yet. So what did Kim do?
I'm cooler than you.
What did Kim do so special? All right,
we
folks.
have a close relationship with our mailman.
You know what peeps are, right?
The
Friends.
My friend, yeah.
The Easter candy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, not my peeps.
No.
I got a peep story coming up. How about the big Polk County dating app undercover meth bust sting? How about that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
What, swipe left for meth? All right, hold on. This story will meth you up. Hold on.
take it.
In just a matter of moments. All right, we got a lot of stuff. In the final chunk of MJ, we are loaded, and it starts next. Don't move. We're back in minutes. Final check of traffic this morning. Pat is on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Back in a second.
Couple accidents, both.
MJ Morning Show, Q105, 933, and the final segment here on a Friday, getting ready to wrap up the week. Still can't believe Fester's a Rough Rider now, and he's going to be in the day parade tomorrow.
Yeah, you never told us.
I'm not going in. I'm not. No, you didn't. You did not. It's in your head that you told us. And of course, I am thrilled. I'm not going to the day parade, but I am and thrilled to be the Grand Marshal of the night parade.
Look at you.
In Ybor on Saturday night, February 12th.
You can wear a crown.
No, I'm not the king of. I'm the Grand Marshal.
Queen?
No,
He's the queen.
No,
He's the prince.
Yes.
You're wearing a tiara?
I'm the Grand Marshal for the crew of Santiago.
Yeah, you're going to be like Mrs. Plant City, and you're going to wear a crown and wave on a Corvette.
Yeah, I'm going to be Miss Strawberry Festival.
Yeah, there you
okay? Yeah, that's what I'm going to be.
MJ's like the Prince Andrew.
I dated a Miss Strawberry.
All right, so listen, just bundle up, man. Even you'll be cold tomorrow.
Yeah,
I got layers going on. I ordered long johns off of Amazon.
Okay.
It was actually an old boat tarp that they're gonna. Never mind. But
My dad also has a gun that shoots those things.
Yeah. So on our boat, if you wanted to be a shooter, you had to register all of your blanks.
Oh, really? Oh,
really?
Yeah. So it's a big deal. It's
Listen,
After
Yeah,
Alec
we
Baldwin?
know. Yeah, after that.
Last thing you want is an Alec Baldwin situation at the Gasparilla parade. All right, moving along.
Did Alex sign up to be a Rough Rider?
Alex is gonna be on the boat.
Yeah, Alex now a Rough Rider.
Hey.
Yeah.
Bully.
Bully. Welcome along, Alec.
All right, a couple of things. I teased a little Peeps deal. Also, a celebrity story. Guys, let me run a scenario by you. A huge international celebrity crashes their car into you.
Oh, man.
And you're a huge fan.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this.
Yep.
Do you sue? Yes or no? Do you call Kemp Rouge and Green, your car accident team, at 727-847-HURT?
Yes, you do. It doesn't matter who it is.
I mean, does it depend who the actor or actress is?
I mean, if
You
you're a
love
big
them.
fan.
You love them.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, my God. I love Arnold.
Yeah, sorry.
Did you see the accident?
No.
Yeah, it looked pretty bad.
This huge SUV was all jammed up on its side. It rode up the complete back of the car.
Everything he drives is giant.
In front.
I got the world's first Hummer.
So one of the people involved in the Arnold Schwarzenegger multi-car wreck that happened earlier this week and was reported like by TMZ and everything, is a huge fan. Habiba Muminova.
Love that guy.
Who? You love Habiba Muminova?
I mean, the name alone, I just love.
I wish Muminova would have moved over for Arnold.
Habiba Muminova was one of the drivers who had the situation with Arnold Schwarzenegger's SUV. Arnold's driving. What is that? Is that
It's a huge Suburban,
It's
isn't
a
it?
big old. It's a huge SUV.
I only drive the giant cars. The bigger, the better. Do I sound like Arnold?
No, you sound like Arnold had a stroke.
I did. That's why I only left my face move.
Yeah, you really sound bad.
All right, so this guy Habiba Muminova,
I'm so sorry, Habibu.
who was involved in the Arnold Schwarzenegger crash, says that. It's a she, by the way, tells TMZ that she felt like she was hallucinating when Arnold exited his Yukon. So it was.
I bet.
It was like, it wasn't the regular Yukon. It was the extended Yukon. It's the huge one.
Sorry, I squashed you like a bug.
Anyway, if you look at the pictures, all of Arnold's airbags have gone off. The steering wheel airbag, the curtain airbag on the side window. Arnold smashed into this car in front of him.
Top of it.
Exactly. Arnold's SUV, this Yukon, drove up onto the car in front.
I smash your itty bitty car. It's a little car, make noise.
I crush you like a bug.
I crush your car like I crush the weights.
So does moving over? Was she injured?
She was taken away on a stretcher.
I'm so sorry, Mama Mamba.
She's still.
She's okay.
Yeah, she's okay. But what do? If you're a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan and Arnold crashes into you and places his 8,000-pound SUV on top of your car, all the airbags have gone off everywhere.
Who's at fault? It almost looks like a wrong way accident.
Arnold drove into the car in front.
So the driver behind is always at fault.
I drove on your clown car.
No, MJ, look at the photo here, MJ. It's the red car was underneath, but the hood was underneath his tires, like a head-on collision.
I
He
don't
just
know.
climbed on top like a monster truck.
All right, so
A squash like Gravedigger.
Habiba, move on over. She said she was waiting for a red light, ready to turn onto sunset, when Arnold's SUV collided with a red Prius.
Oh, my gosh.
And before she knew it, Arnold's back tires were smacking into her car, causing this massive jolt.
Okay, so Mova Nova was not in the Prius.
Now listen to this.
I crushed your car like maximum destruction.
So Habiba says the initial impact was so strong she thought that she broke her spine.
Oh, my God.
Look at the fic. Oh, my gosh.
She could make a lot of money from this. I don't care if it's Leo DiCaprio.
With Arnold's SUV blocking her door, Habiba says she climbed out through the passenger side, where she was first met by responders, advised to get a ride to the hospital. Instead, she stayed put on the scene with the patient that she'd been transporting.
Her job is to transport people to hospital and doctor's appointments.
And she gets smashed by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She's essentially a medical courier.
So what do you do?
Who's your favorite actor, MJ?
Now, hold
Carrot
on.
Top still?
Now, law enforcement sources say that it was Arnold's fault. So
Yeah, of course it was.
It was Arnold's fault, but he wasn't ticketed. How the hell?
What? How did he get out of it?
He looks like the Terminator in there.
But Arnold's car is all jacked up on its side on top of another car.
Not my fault. I didn't do it. It's like on top of the car. I don't know how this happened.
You have no evidence.
I don't know. It just accidentally is on top of the car.
First of all,
out of nowhere.
Nobody is suing Arnold personally. You're suing his insurance company.
I know, but what do you? But still, they take it personally. You know, what do you do if you're a huge fan? What do you do? You know, Arnold stayed at the scene. He didn't flee and say, "I'll be back."
All right, say my favorite actor hits me.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Joe Piscopo. Say he hits me.
No, get out of here.
I don't even know if I could ask if, I mean, I'd be like fanboying out. You know, I'd be like, oh my God, remember you were in Grease 2?
Joe Piscopo?
Oh, he was the best.
So, listen, you're only suing an if you want your car fixed.
I saw Joe Piscopo recently. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I saw Joe Piscopo recently on, like, what's that, like those like Relief Factor or something?
Yeah.
I saw Joe Piscopo.
Oh, his stand-up is amazing.
I saw Joe Piscopo on a commercial for that, you know, fairy, whatever this stuff is, you know, he looked like he was embalmed.
Don't talk about JP, bro.
Dude, he looked like a corpse. I'm sorry. I saw Joe Piscopo just like earlier this week in a TV commercial. I think I was watching Fox News, and it was like he was standing next to I don't know whom. Hello, Sebastian Gorka here. You know.
And he's just standing there like a mummy.
All right, on to Peeps. Man, they're getting a lot of pushback on this. So Peeps, the spongy, kind of sickeningly sweet, marshmallowy. Yeah, to me, I like sugar, but they're too sweet for me.
Gross.
I mean, I'm good for maybe 1 or 2 dozen a year.
All right, so Peeps has introduced new flavors.
Yes.
And of course, with new
It
flavors.
seems like they're always doing that.
All right, they've introduced chocolate Peeps, and they're brown.
Ew!
All right, so
they're like poop emojis.
it's poop. They're not Peeps. They're Poops now.
Are they calling it Poops?
No, they're not calling it
What
Poops.
a marketing!
No, but I'm thinking that's what I thought of when
Right.
I saw these people are like going, "Ooh, brown Peeps." But listen, I love chocolate, but it's like the spongy, squishy brown.
Yeah, they look like squishy emojis.
They look like duty emojis.
Yeah.
Happy Easter. Here's some duty.
Dude, I have never wanted to take the Peep challenge.
You did.
But I never said I said I never wanted to.
Yes.
I've done it unwanting.
All right, so
but I will jam 100 of these in my mouth.
Heads up, you'll jam 100 chocolate Peeps.
And gold.
We're going to call them Poops. They're chocolate Poops now for Easter.
They sound delicious.
Coop, do you have the voicemail message? This is a crazy story. A drunk woman who fell asleep. They ordered food. They fell asleep because they were drunk. The food arrives and they're passed out, so they didn't answer the door to get their food. So she ordered pizza.
Amateurs.
Emily Ross ordered pizza from Pasha Pizza and whatever the hell that is. And they fell asleep. She woke up the next morning, picked up her cell phone, and, well, I guess a voicemail was left by the angry delivery driver. Do you have the audio on this, Coop?
I do. Are you ready?
Yeah, let me hear it.
Hi, this is Pasha Pizza. You're not answering your fucking motherfucker phone. Why you ordering with the one phone? And do not call my shop anymore. The stupid motherfucker.
What? What?
Pretty explicit.
I know where I'm crank calling.
Yeah, good for
That
him.
guy's the perfect crank call
Yeah.
victim.
God, Pasha Pizza.
It's just Pasha Pizza.
Listen, hey, respect to Pasha Pizza, man. This customer's leaving you high and dry. You're making pizzas. You're struggling to get them out on time. You're not answering your door because you're
Jeez.
asleep.
So if you piss off Pasha, you're going to get this voicemail.
Hi, this is Pasha Pizza. You're not answering your fucking motherfucker phone. Why you ordering with the one phone? And do not call my shop anymore. The stupid motherfucker.
You know what
I
it
love
sounds like?
him.
It sounds like the carpet guy and the carpet crotchety old man calls. Floppy doesn't work here.
That guy is awesome.
One of my favorite things in this world is when people who emigrate to America, would come to America from around the world,
Right.
Why would you say that?
start cursing. When I hear somebody who's new to our country using our profanity, it really makes me
Melts
feel
your
good.
heart.
That guy's
Literally.
from Medford, Oregon. What are you talking about?
No, he's not.
All right, before we get out of here, folks, and call it a week, you know what time it is, folks?
Jeez.
MJ Morning Show lightning round. All right, I got to do things very, very
God.
quickly here.
Jeez.
All right, we spoke of Elon Musk earlier. Elon Musk revealed during a Tesla phone call, he was on a Q4 earnings call, right? Elon Musk said that he wanted to see what the whole toilet paper shortage was all about during the pandemic. He actually went to Walmart with his kids. I didn't even know the guy had kids. So Elon Musk apparently went to Walmart and also an H-E-B store, which is a big food chain in Texas. So he went to H-E-B and Walmart to see if there was really a shortage of toilet paper.
What did he say?
You imagine that? You're in Walmart. Here comes Elon Musk, the richest guy on the planet.
Yeah, he's recognizable.
That's crazy. I thought that was pretty funny.
You know, you would never recognize him. He'd probably all messed up and had a ball cap on. You would
Hey,
never know.
Pretty creative, by the way. Polk County detectives with their swipe left for meth undercover sting. They arrested
That's funny.
60. Did you see this? Yeah, Sheriff Grady Judd said the suspects would use certain code words and emojis in their profiles. Once someone would swipe left, they would message and offer to sell drugs. Yeah, they used
What emoji is the code?
it's a bag of rock. I don't know. So
a pill.
Apparently, they targeted folks using the mobile app's Grinder, which is that's a gay dating app, right? Grinder, Scruff. What is Scruff?
It's for guys who don't
bearded.
shave anywhere.
And Taimi, Taimi. I never even heard of that.
I think those are all gay dating apps.
Are they all gay dating apps?
I think so, yeah.
Thank you, Coop,
I
for the
mean,
quick
Coop-
response.
Coop just heard that.
I mean, you know,
Anyway,
I have my fun.
The investigators apparently they said there was meth, cocaine, ecstasy, LSD, fentanyl, and marijuana all involved.
Wow.
All right, guys, we got to run.
Score.
Thank you, Shorty Shane.
Yeah, thanks.
Shorty Shane for coming in, hanging out. I got to try
You
to.
got to lower that mic. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, hey, thanks for
Appreciate
coming in,
you.
man. Hope
Follow
you
him
enjoyed yourself.
on
Always.
IG, Shorty Shane.
And I've got to.
You got to talk to Dave now.
I got to talk to David Dwarf.
Hey,
on
I
the,
think me and Dave should go to that Jimmy John's.
you think so? Yeah.
Yeah,
They
dress up
sound
like
the-
employees.
You sound the exact
I'll
same.
carry him if I had to. You can get on my back.
You know, I might need to give you Dave's number. Maybe you can like kind of smooth things over.
I have a
okay?
feeling you guys would get along.
All right.
Yeah, you'd like it.
All right, folks,
Probably.
have a great weekend. Have a safe Gasparilla, and we'll see you back here Monday. Website is loaded, mjmorningshow.com, mjmorningshow.com. Yeah, Fester, you want to say?
No, we
Roxanne
want
and
to hear music.
We started a new tradition, and you're not doing it today.
Yeah.
What's that?
When you play Apache,
We're going to dance.
Yeah,
we dance the show out.
Yeah, we dance out. Okay, thanks. Get my camera.
Yeah, all
Come
right.
here.
We're done, folks. Have a great weekend. mjmorningshow.com is loaded. That's mjmorningshow.com. We'll see you back here Monday on Q105.